Oh, I thank you for including this juicer of a nice. I love that resolution.
Yo.
Oh, here she is trying to get in with the girlies.
Is that fucking Alyssa Mercante? Oh, dear fucking Jesus.
Can we get a group chat with Taylor Lorenz, Denims, and Frogan? I think we got to start our own coven.
God.
No. No. No, the world doesn't need this. The world should not be subjected to this. No. And then Yoko, you want to join? Ooh. Nah, the world doesn't need this, bruh. This would actually be an Avengers level threat. I'm not gonna lie. Nah. Let's go ahead and cut this one out as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and exit out. Nope. This one disapproved. Boy, oh boy. Man, y'all had to see Older Jones going out last night. Boy, Yoko, spurging crazy. And I know y'all seen title and thumbnail. Ethan had to come back out on the pod, eviscerate her further. So yeah, I ain't gonna waste no more time. I'm sure y'all seen this boy. La Yap Sesh, as always. So we ain't gonna waste no more time, baby. Trill talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every time this unsufferable succubus opens up her mouth. Let's get right into it. You already know. Shout out Ethan, everybody, the whole crew on the pod, and of course, gang. I say it all the time. H3 fam. Every time. We got Shocking Creator Clash update. iDubbbz and Anisa confess to everything. H3 show 164. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG episode. Now, description. First link. Sure to love as always. Now, let us see the evisceration. Jones is crazy. Let's do it.
So yeah, this is what the Hassan community is spinning. Ludwig is more upset about the event being canceled than what Ian was talking about in his... Like, what the... Their brains aren't... They don't exist in the same world we exist in.
Well,
Luddy quite literally just said that, yeah, like, iDubbbz dropping the video was, like, the dumbest move ever.
they're children for the most part.
Agreed.
Do you think? I don't think children
Oh, well, they're not children, but they act like man children, yeah.
watch Hassan.
The people on Twitter that are just talking about...
Oh, you mean the G-boys? Oh, it don't matter what age these niggas are, because, again, the fucking Gorbachev guy was, like, 47, bro. It don't matter. Either way, they gonna be sucking dick. So it doesn't, like, it doesn't even matter. Niggas could be fucking, you know what I'm saying, 18 to fucking 99, bro. No matter what, they gonna be glazing that nigga up.
About this endlessly all day.
I think
they're
just,
children.
I think they're just unemployed.
Or unemployed. Young and unemployed.
There's not a lot who like obsessively
If you're on the fucking snark, you're absolutely unemployed. There's no question.
talk about it. It's like the same 20 people.
That's what I'm saying. It's,
Yeah, what, Nate?
No, I was gonna say I think most of Hassan's audience is like early 20s.
That's what I think too,
I'd say it's probably very similar to
So
our.
like my age, because y'all know Trilly 22. But yeah, nah, that makes sense, because you're still around. I say it all the time. Like for older heads, they would still consider someone around my age a jit, but someone that's like 15 or 16 would consider me unk. But I'm not gonna cap, like, obviously yo, heads is still on the younger side, so yeah, heads is still gullible and all this type of junk, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You would think as you get closer to your prefrontal cortex developing, you might get a little wiser, start thinking more objective, things as such. No, not for these G-boys.
I think it's like just started college and took their first like course on
Hassanonomics, yeah.
imperialism or something, and as they age, they slowly realized that
that they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
took the words right out of
Accurate.
my mouth, sir. Sorry, I'm just making a note here. So Anisa responds to this, and this is such an interesting response, guys. And here it is.
Yeah, it was so bad. Oh, I remember this. This was the intro of the other vid.
Okay, I'm going to come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but I think we need more transparency.
I would agree, but yeah. Seeing as Ian directly said himself, they weren't transparent enough, you know what I'm saying? He's not too good at communication, which is accurate considering you're communicating for him at all times. Yeah. But were you going to be transparent? No. 34%?
Ticket sales were abysmal before...
Did you do anything without throwing him under the bus?
No.
Like,
Ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop promotion
Ian
wasn't...
isn't really into transparency. Ian is kind of a shady dude. I think what we need.
The sad part is, bro, the Reddit post kind of supports that shit though. But we all know what it really is. It's Yoko cannot keep her fucking mouth closed. She just has to say some shit, and that's why everyone keeps telling her as she's making it constantly worse.
It is transparency right now. So
He was being
Also the factor of like, yeah, you speak for this nigga, and yeah, you're bitching him.
too cowardly. He was trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
But I just can't.
I'm gonna be
I can't
brave.
cover it up
I'm gonna stand up.
I need to-
despite what his wishes.
He's
I'm gonna go
he's trying to
against
stop.
his wishes and tell you the truth.
Yes.
It's just like, why even word it like that?
That's catastrophic.
And
The bad,
Because she has to always put herself in a good light. Why else?
used to take a shot.
dude, the bad partner vibes are so
She's
bad.
awful. She's awful.
So she says, Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but we need more transparency.
that's awesome.
Also implying that, like, when you're a couple, you're supposed to talk about things and
Yo, this is literally like Ethan cooking, because this is literally what I was saying in the other vid. It's like, yo, why if you directly are acknowledging that he's not gonna be happy about you doing this, why the fuck would you not, talk with him about it first? You dumbass. But obviously, this is coming off of what I was just saying, to where, yeah, you don't give a fuck about his opinion. And yes, when he was saying on that stream or whatever, during a charity stream, that you be filling his blanks, filling his thoughts, filling out his sentences, yeah, that shit was accurate. Actually, in fact, you're just speaking directly for the nigga. Like, the fuck? Like, oh, come on.
decide together.
No, not here.
So she's or
She's going
she's just
rogue.
saying, like, this is my project, your opinion doesn't matter. There's no way to interpret this that isn't horrible for Ian.
I will not fucking shut up.
Accurate.
Well, it's causing you some trouble, bro.
Accurate.
Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but we need more transparency. Ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop. Promotion wasn't going how we had hoped.
I'm gonna keep saying, whose fault is this? Whose fault is this?
The charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted.
Whose fault is that?
The charity wasn't getting any numbers. The charity was getting $0.
Well, she's talking about
Any numbers and any supporters, any tickets like that were gonna be bought that wasn't bought by a fucking Hassan G boy. Yeah, it was gonna probably come from H3's audience until you drop that fucking content cop, you dumbasses. And then that's another thing. Like, yo, Anisa was trying to really, not even trying to, she just blatantly did it, which was even making her look worse. Obfuscate off of all that shit that Dad had come out on that video. You know how he was saying on the Joe that Anisa again was very adamant to post that fucking content cop. Promotion wasn't going how we hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted. Ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop. Great. So let's make it worse.
the Tiltify, right?
That Tiltify
No,
got
'cause
money
that
when
all-
Hassan streamed.
But she's saying before that.
Well, because people were supposed to donate to an event that they have to pay for? Who does that?
Yeah, no, it was they did it in a very dumb
It's
way.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I didn't even know they had
I'm
a
just
Tiltify.
clarifying that that's what she meant. Like, in the lead up to all of this, their Tiltify was not raising very much money.
How is that their idea?
Exactly. And this is why I keep saying, Brian, he was saying in the More Pegasus video, I was really stamping it in. And More Pegasus was saying, like, yo, man, listen, you can't count out people or whatever. Like, Hassan still did a good act. We love More Pegasus, but I have to firmly disagree, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's evil. That nigga Hassan was not doing that fucking stream without Content Nuke Hassan Piker. Again, that is stamped in. That stream never happens without that video. That stream doesn't happen. That Tiltify does not get an extra 200 bands. That shit don't happen. This shit is not a charity event, and it never was in the first place.
They're like, okay, we can't run this as a charity event. We need the money. What if we just tell people to donate
Yeah,
After they buy the ticket?
after they pay for everything?
I don't know.
Epic?
Then it's not a charity boxing event. We need to take that label off.
Yes. Let's do that. Nobody's ever thought of this before. Yeah, because it didn't make any sense.
Yes.
So this was kind of a mind-blowing response here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she was dead ass spurging, bro. Like, when I was in Poke the Euro stream last night, oh yeah, this shit was bad.
There's so
couple
much packed into one paragraph too. It's awesome.
What she's saying is, and if you go back to the content cop, Ian has this great line, or maybe it's the content deputy, where he says, now I'm going to take here it is. Yeah, Ian had this line that a lot of people noted.
Wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Ela. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know
Never take accountability for anything.
you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely.
Just saying that.
Dumb bitch.
Like, you fucking moron, bro. Like, fuck. What is Ela supposed to take accountability for with you and Anisa fucking up your charity boxing event? Bruh, H3 was a good amount of supporters of this dumbass event, you dumb nigga. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Yo, oh my god.
You're such a dumb bitch.
Like, you're just
Holy
saying
fuck.
that. What about what? Okay,
Related. I know.
the irony is insane.
Insane.
It's insane. Now, just bear in mind,
Unbelievable.
Anisa just admit, iDubbbz is trying to cover this up. But I'm going to tell you guys the truth. This event was doomed before the content cop. Bear that all in mind and listen to this.
He's saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Hila. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so
What does she have to take accountability for?
that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak
Especially again in regards to your charity boxing event.
for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it. Now, with this
Who? You're fucking. I mean, your nigga. You have no fucking supporters, fans, or anybody, bro. Let's keep it a buck. I'm not gonna lie. And that shit right there. I know I say it all the time, bro. There's genuine criticism and hate. Nah, my nigga. That shit is hate. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You have no fucking fans left. Like the only niggas that would even think in the most minimum positive regard to you are again Hassan's G boys. My nigga. Let's not do it. So anyway, the only motherfuckers that would support you is literally them. That's it. So what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, it's so crazy, bro. And then they're also the only heads, of course, because Ethan Hassan, mortal enemies. That would be blaming Ethan or Hila for any of this shit. What are we talking about?
The who? Is there someone you know called named the Internet? Because that would make more sense. Yeah, my buddy Internet.
Bob Internet.
He hates
Bob
Ethan.
Internet.
Who the fuck's blaming me? Nobody
That's what
thought to
I'm
blame me. And also, now I know that you're lying. You're actually trying to blame you.
Well, yeah, of course. They're fucking glazing up Hassan. Hassan is a pathological liar, and they want to get into the orbit just like the rest of the orbiters. Of course they're going to do this.
Your failure that you knew was your failure, that you knew was miserably failing. After the second one failed, and you decided to make the third one, which failed even more spectacularly, that is my fault for responding to your fucking content cop.
Yep.
What are we actually doing here, people? And yet people support
What are we doing?
Ian, Hassan, Denims, all these bozos, morons, pathetic losers, Hassan Twitter, snarker.
Idiot, loser, dumbass, caca pants. I'm telling you, bro. It's always when Ethan does the fucking insults in threes, bro. That shit's hilarious.
and everything. This man just told you he lied. So people are still being like, no, it's Ethan's fault. And Ludwig's chat. Well, according
Who the fuck? I'm like, oh yeah, in Ludwig's chat, yes, because again, Ludwig is a fucking Hassan shill.
to Anisa, it's not my fault.
Like honestly, and yo, I saw Pope Diori say this shit, and I'm kind of with him, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, yeah, bro, Luddy had the whole mango situation, about to chop a nigga a new one for that shit, boy, because it took him goddamn 3 or 4 fucking responses to finally take accountability or whatever. But yeah, his take on the content cop shit, at least this recent one, that last one where he was trying to defend Yoko and Soydub's dumbass. But this shit, yeah, bro, he was right. Until Hassan tells him, yo, Luddy, what the fuck? Bro, you're supposed to be this golden retriever crafting a mathematical. Bro, Luddy's taking that shit down, shoving up an apology. I'll give it like a week.
fault at all. It's their fault.
It's really Ian's fault.
It's all Ian's
It's
fault.
actually all Ian's fault.
And again, I laid...
100%. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, technically, it's a split between him and Yoko. But, like, yeah, a lot of heads, especially since Yoko's coming out spurting and shit, again, is, like, kind of taking off the shit for Ian. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. You could look at Ian and be like, yeah, bro, you're getting fucked. You're getting bitched. I'm not gonna lie. It's bad optics. It's terrible works here. But, bro, I'm sorry. I can't feel no sympathy. And if I can, it's, like, 1% because I'm sorry, bro. Shout out to Lover Babes. When I say this, John, because y'all know, never disrespect him. Y'all already know we get down. But he needs to tell that fucking unsufferable bitch no. Like, he needs to straight up tell her ass no. And he never had done it. He was willingly letting himself get fucked, emasculated, humiliated, embarrassed at all moments. Never standing on no peas with his shit. Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You fucked up, Ian. My nigga, you gonna take this shit, bro. You deserve this shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Yoko, she really looking like a fucking, I don't even know, definitely not no evil mastermind, because I'll be damned if she got a mastermind. Dumbass. If anything, coming off of that. But like, yeah, you're letting her be like this super villain, controlling you like she's fucking Doflamingo from One Piece, got the fucking parasite strings. My nigga, do something, bro. Use your hockey or something, nigga. Please, bro. He won't. So nigga, get fucked. This is what you wanted. Here it is.
I made this prediction, and I'm going to double down on it again. They will be divorced within a year. She's planting the seeds
Absolutely.
of trying to make him seem like a bad partner, irresponsible, shady.
Absolutely. And this was another thing on a Pope Dior stream. Yo, Pope Dior was saying, like, yo, is it divorce arc or poly arc? I'm just not, I just don't see the poly arc. I don't see the poly arc because Yoko is too much of a fucking narcissist. Like there is no way. Like she would just quite literally get to the point where she already thinks it now. She just won't directly say it. That she's better than Ian. What's the fucking point of staying with this nigga? He don't got the millions no more, and he never shared the same religious beliefs. What the fuck is her point for staying around? That was the only 2 reasons in the first place. Bro, she divorcing this nigga, bro. She divorcing this nigga like the witch she is.
Etc. Etc.
Confirmed.
She already did it once before when she was like, I bought this cake 10 days afterwards because Ian forgot my birthday. And now it's like Ian's trying to cover up this scandal, but I'm going to step up and tell it like it is. She's laying the groundwork for her comeback. Because she wants to become a Twitch streamer and be friends. She thinks she's going to be friends.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, I cannot wait for these Yoko streams, boy. Oh my god. The slip will be slippy. Lovely. Because she going to be on that shit spurging every fucking day. Every day. I already know, bro. Like, if y'all saw Beazles on Twitter, bro, he was already calling this shit. He's like, yeah, Yoko's going to go down the crash arc for sure.
Friends with Hassan and Denims and Frogan and all these people, and she's just going to enter their clique like seamlessly. That's not going to happen.
Absolutely not.
Wait, why not?
Because she's not entertaining. She's not
Neither is
interesting.
Denims.
Fair. Shoot. Dan Cooking. Yo, Dan Cooking, that's... Hey, bro, the self-owned queen, bro? Never. Yeah, nah, I'm sorry. I can't sit and look at a fucking 12-hour Sims 4 gesture compilation and call that shit entertainment, let alone fucking content. I know, Trilly the Slop Tuber make the dog water ass content, but yeah, nah. If there's some shit I'm gonna have an ego on, it's definitely the factor of like, the shit I'm making better than that shit. Stand. If you disagree, fair, but I'm standing on that. But yeah, nah. If motherfuckers will deadass sit there and watch the goddamn you should I go that far? Nah, me chill. Me chill. Nah, I'm going that far. I don't give a fuck. Bro, if niggas want to sit there and watch the fucking talent, or better yet, the talent, you feel me? That's their prerogative. Or what's the fucking word? Yeah, that's their prerogative or whatever. But nah, I'll pass.
Valid.
Well,
don't
she's
think it
worked with
matters.
Denims already.
Yeah.
She's in with her.
These people already don't have anything to contribute, and they have a following, so...
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
They don't have a following at all, Dan. Let me tell you, brother. If Hassan doesn't exist, these people are fucking irrelevant like they are now.
And well, actually, Denims didn't barely have a career until the her like massive, until the content cop. Her streaming numbers went up quite a bit.
No.
Which is good because she's just collecting more revenue for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Right in the pocket.
I was watching Legal Eagle, a clip of him. He goes, not Legal Eagle, the Legal Mindset.
I'm about to say Uncle Mindset.
He goes, I've been a legal YouTuber, law tuber for years, and lawyers love arguing and disproving each other and being the devil's advocate and trying to be taking like contrary opinions.
I'm about to say, yeah, because that's kind of like their job. they got to fight cases and all that type of beat. So yeah, you got to play devil's advocate on some Johns. You got to obviously prove cases and just like that. So I don't even know why, again, motherfuckers like Hassan, Denims, Casey John, Frogan, all these motherfuckers would even try to beef with lawyers. Dumb.
Every single one agrees that these people have no chance. Yeah. And I've never seen that in the history of LawTube ever. And then you got, meanwhile, Hassan's like, oh yeah, this is vexatious litigation.
Oh yeah. A vexatious litigant. Fucking frivolous lawsuits.
Whatever
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
It's like when you can file a ton of lawsuits that have zero merit.
Oh,
Yeah, so like the first time Hassan actually knew what some shit meant, because yeah, he was saying that these shits are frivolous lawsuits. Are they? Because I'm going to tell y'all they're fucking not. Denims, Caseytron, Frogan blatantly committed malicious copyright infringement with content Nuke Hassan Piker. If you disagree, please let it be about the actual story and not calling niggas a misogynist, sexist, racist, a Nazi, a fascist. Yeah, let's go ahead and avoid those and really attack, that malicious copyright infringement. Yeah, they won't do it. No, Ethan's a misogynist!
okay.
Yeah.
Recent revelation that people are just going to use Creator Clash to attack Anisa and I. Anisa and I have
Not attack. Give you genuine criticism because that event was dog shit as fuck? Absolutely.
decided to step away from Creator Clash.
Or the second event was dog shit as fuck. We donate no money. The third event is not happening.
We have relinquished control to our business partners who ran the previous 2 events. They're very capable.
Now, Ian, I want you to take in everything. Your wife hates you.
Accurate.
She is currently laying the groundwork to ruin your life. If you can't
She has already been constantly ruining his life for years.
see that, you will never see it. She just threw you under the bus. She called you a shady scammer. She made this announcement without talking with you about it first, or at least without your blessings. And
Because she doesn't care about those shits. And his blessings and any conjecture he has to add is nothing, because once more, he cannot formulate his own thoughts.
just look at you. I mean, you lost the event. It's all falling apart. You know, your video, the last video you posted not about me. Once again, I like to point this out.
What?
Got fucking less than
Oh yeah, the concern trolling vid. Ugh, it's so fucking garbage.
500,000 views after 1 month. And that's right off the heels of this. That's going to continue to drop. I mean, that's it, man. Look what was happening
That's
before
funny.
Content Cop. Creator Clash is back, guys. 260. Bro, that event was going to fail from the minute you announced it. The minute. Okay? Jesus Christ. So yeah,
bad.
I want to thank Anisa for actually just coming and right out and saying it. I think she's so dumb. She might be the new queen of self-owner. I can see what her and Denims have in common.
Well, that's stamped in. Yo, nah, I'm always gonna bring that jet up. Yo, he had me crying, bro, when he had said him. Yo, bro, because Anisa wanted heads like, you know, of course, like Hassan, heads like Pokimane to come. Yo, he was like, dang, it really sucks, man. Pokimane, you want a Pokimane to pop out and had to settle for Denims? Ah, unfortunate. Yo, that shit was hilarious. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
She's like, no, yeah, we were lying about all that. It's not Ethan's fault. It's my fucking pathetic loser criminal husband's fault. Well, I'm going to leave.
But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it.
She's going to leave Ian and like, okay, no, I'm not going to get into all that. They get so weird about it. She's going to make a joke about her dating Mike from PA next or something, but that's not good. It's kind of...
Yep, they're gonna be like, oh, he's a fucking... Oh, bro, nah, they gonna pull the fucking Taylor Lorenz. Oh my god, bro. Holy fuck. Yeah, they're gonna pull the Taylor Lorenz. Ethan is sexually harassing young girls online. Like, you got anything to substantiate that? You don't. Shut the fuck up. Like, bro, it's some crazy shit. These motherfuckers love it. They love misconstruing shit. They fucking love spreading misinformation.
Not funny. I was going to make the joke. I'm just going to say something like that. Which, even compared to Ian, would be a big step down. You know, stinky ass breath loser. Anisa, let's see here. So here she is clarifying things on Discord. Now, Dad made this video, which we watched. That was very impactful. A lot of people watched that, and they felt horrible for him, and they really saw how mistreated they were. And I saw a comment. I don't remember if I read it the last time we talked about it, but they said, these horrible working conditions that they've accused me of putting you guys through, Ian accused me of. He goes, your workers are in the worst place in the world.
Oh yeah, Ethan's a tyrant, bad boss, all this shit. He never lets the, you know what I'm saying, the crew get conjectured. He never lets the crew get pushed back. Like, that shit is so fucking stupid.
Imagine
this is the same dumb shit that Frogan was trying to say.
Working for Ethan. It's like, bro, you are treating Dad and your other fighters what you accused me of.
I like to call that master level of projection.
Horrible, confusing conditions where you're forcing them to take controversial stances. And then, by the way, get this.
Oh yeah, because what's the name? Dad wanted to go on Keemstar's pod, and then Anisa was basically chopping him a new and saying like, yo, that's so fucked up. Like, why don't you care about our event? All this shit. Like, yo, Anisa, nobody gives a fuck about you. Let's be real here, because the only person you give a fuck about is yourself. Like, bro, let's be real.
It's irony. What's the irony? There was something they said about...
It's like rain on your wedding day?
Yeah, dude, that's so ironic. Thank you. Okay, I'll come back to that. I'll read the comment. I just want to make it clear that we haven't had any contract or control since we publicly stepped down. Even though me and Ian were the faces of the event, many people were behind the scenes making decisions together.
Oh, God.
Please take
This shit is so crazy. Like, bro, why the fuck would she say this?
responsibility. You're not the face of the event. This is your event. Have some leadership, man.
So is it Ian and the people behind the scenes fault that she's bust around?
Yes, that is what she's trying to say. It's like basically not even that, bruh. fucking she's not even saying Ian in this case, funny enough, but obviously that other tweet over there is she's directly implicating Ian or whatever the fuck. But anyway, for that factor, she's trying to blame Real Good Touring. And it's not happening because I don't care. Again, whether or not for CC3 or whatever, Real Good Touring takes over all this type of jazz, these heads were still all there through the back end. But even to that, we know who were making the executive decisions. There is no way that in a production company for a boxing event, any nigga in that shit was like, yo, man, I feel like we really need to fly out Hassan and 300 other creators. I feel like we really needed a before gala and an after the boxing event gala, you know, to process our trauma. I really feel like we needed to spend 20 bands on a fucking comedian who any nigga you can find in Walmart is probably funnier than. There's no way in hell. Yoko, you and Soy Dubs fucked this boy up. Please stop this shit. Holy fuck, like that's actually annoying.
She's trying to spread the blame to anonymous behind the scenes movers and shakers.
That's nice.
We were just the faces. We're like, you know, we're like
that's the crazy part, because it's like, yo, heads weren't transparent enough doing all this shit. You're the faces. You barely kept communication with your fucking fighters, but then when you do, again, that is the example, you're treating them like fucking dog shit and clearly being the one to be fucking up all the optics and all that shit, because yo, he was trying to go on Keemstar shit to promote the event, talk good about it, and you still didn't want him to do that. Dumb ass.
what's it
Like a mascot of the event.
what's a branding deal where it's obviously just
They're phoning it in.
that's just the
Like
spokesperson.
JoJo and the Fiber.
Yeah, exactly. That's JoJo Fiber spokesman stuff. The event wasn't doing well way before the content cop. Then why did you all fucking lie this entire time in the content deputy? Okay, and since then, and by the way, have retweeted, supported, snarked about how it's all my fault, but you knew you were lying the whole time. Mm-hmm. Isn't that fucking great? She's such an idiot. A combo of many things contributed to that reality, including lack of promotion.
That's your fault.
Whose fucking fault is that, bozo?
Literally what I was saying in the other vid.
Lack of promotion. Who are you expecting to promote the fight?
Aren't they technically the promoters of the event? It's their event.
Yes, yes, Tom. They are the fucking promoters of the event. These motherfuckers, again, are the faces. And even she just admitted that like a sentence ago. Bruh, it's literally like, I'm pretty sure there was one John that came out or whatever, right? That like, yeah, all they had to do at one point being the faces was just keep up with the fighters, keep the PR good. They didn't even have to do none of the other back end shit, because that was for the production company, who she's now blaming all this shit on, trying to fucking push it onto them. No. The reason this shit ain't have no promotion, the reason that the money didn't go to fucking charity, the reason that all this shit comes down and breaks down is because you two are fucking incompetent at running not only just events in general, but just incompetent as people. Yeah, that's it. That is all.
Man,
Who was going to promote the fight?
you.
Like Santa Claus? I mean, are we just dropping free promo from the free promo mobile? That's kind of a big part of the plan there, girl.
Especially, you know, since this is a creator clash, you know, the whole point of this shit is that creators who have audiences are boxing, you know, probably be good to promote out to their audiences.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Thank you. They told Dad not to promote the fight on Keemstar's show.
Ding, ding, ding. Say Trilly don't know his slobs.
And when he came to our show to talk about the fight, she got mad at him for promoting the show on ours. She says there was a lack of promo. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, she's scolding people and berating people for promoting the fight.
Is exactly what I was saying. How does that make sense? It fucking does not. See? You see where the shit gets, not even where it gets. You see how this shit is already fucking mixy as fuck? Yes, because certain people are pathological fucking liars. Not Ethan, but Yoko. Duh. Like,
Where do you want to promote the fight? Christian, like a Christian prayer channel, where is it? Okay, family friendly enough. Like on Nickelodeon, are we promoting the fight? I mean, it's a fucking boxing match. And so the irony is, they told Dad.
yeah, it's so stupid. You can't go on Keemstars, John, to promote creator class, and especially in a positive light. But you can make a content cop telling Ethan that he needs his ass whooped. That's for sure gonna put asses in seats. Yo. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe I'm dick eating, bro. Hefty criticism on fucking Yoko. But I'm sorry, bro. It's like Pope Dior was saying, bro. She ain't get enough, John, bro. Not hate. Well, he was saying hate, but she ain't get enough genuine criticism, at least how Trilly says it. Because, yeah, no, she's truly a fucking unsufferable harlot. Like, this is actually crazy, dude. Like how could after all this you still perceive yourself to be like the best person ever and still have this all narcissism and all this shit, still play the victim complex, still be the crybaby? It is just baffling. just frankly baffling.
Who doesn't have a problem with me, who's been a part of this community. It really hurt me that you went on Ethan's show and talked about the fight. Now going back to the second one.
That's not, wait, he left a super chat about the content cop when they released it. He didn't come on our show and talk about the fight.
Sorry, that's not, yeah. He left a super chat.
Yeah.
He left a super chat and he said something about, participated in the show or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he said he was confused on why they did that.
Yeah, he was confused. And by the way, your fighters had no decision in you doing this. They're not allowed to fucking state their opinion. Like, what are you doing? You all need to be aligned on this now. So they're mad at Dad for being associating with us. In Creator Clash 2, they kicked out Froggy Fresh for associating with Sam Hyde. So on one hand, they're acknowledging that.
I do remember when that shit happened, bro. Because fucking Froggy Fresh said he was gonna buy Niece's OnlyFans. Then fucking like Niece's mom called him an imp or some shit. Then he got butthurt.
Someone's association.
I'm not following your point.
Yeah, no, there's a point
Terrible
somewhere, but
point.
I lost it entirely. Somebody help me if you think of it. I read it. They were okay. Whatever.
Not following.
Yeah. It wasn't making any sense.
Nope.
I was hoping it would make sense as I was going. And it usually does. Frankly, it usually does. I have to trust my mind. Sometimes I drive through some like points like one with one headlight, Tom. And but you usually get the way. But sometimes you drive off the fucking side of the cliff.
Yeah, that's quite literally me every video. Like, bro, you'll always have a chilly pause moment, bro. We gotta go back. Like, right, sort of guy. Because, y'all know me. Trilly abs everything. Yeah, I know we get down. Yeah, yapping too much, bro. Too many trains of thought. Way too many sidebars. I ain't gonna lie. And that's what be cooking me. Because I'll be sidebarring a sidebar. I'm like, bro, you gotta be kidding me, bro. But yeah, nah, it happens. You usually just, recollect your thoughts. I'll get back to the point eventually. Slips. Slippy. The sloppiest.
So it was a lack of promotion, influencer boxing becoming less popular, the economy. This is
weren't popular in the first place, so I don't even think that's the thing. But influencer boxing, there's still again bulls that popped off. They had literally said it themselves. They went to a Jake Paul boxing event and saw how like fire that shit was, and that's where they got the idea to even do this shit. So like, what are we talking about?
so fucking great.
Well, just on the one point, influencer boxing being less popular, who's bigger than Jake Paul? I mean, he kills his events.
Thank you, Tom Ward.
He's an influencer boxer, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't seem like he's not doing well.
he's doing fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
It happened on the same day that the Flash was supposed to happen.
Yep, you're right.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Last time she blamed their loss on piracy.
That excuse was so fucking dog shit. Yeah, yes, it was because of piracy. Definitely, that was the reason why the fucking event didn't make actually, better yet, didn't make, was 250K in the red and started off 500 bands in the red.
Now she's blaming it on the quote unquote economy. Like, can you please just fucking admit?
Yeah, putting the economy as an excuse on why your fucking charity boxing event completely failed and was a fucking shitstorm is actually like that. That is, bro. Gope. That's just gope. Like that's
that
just
you're
gope.
horrible.
That's
This is your fault. You're terrible. This was a bad plan. It was going to fail from the beginning. You're bad at this. You're not good at this. The only reason the first one succeeded is because there was this overwhelming hype and excitement.
I was about to say, because it was mad hype, because this was like the first time I like, real like YouTuber, well, not real YouTubers or whatever, because Logan Paul, KSI, a real YouTuber, this, that, and third. But like, yeah, more like ingrained creators, really like down in certain, like, especially like in this field, you know what I'm saying? Really getting down and doing some John, bro. So obviously on that, CC1, we know raised $1.3 million for charity. Fire. All well and good. Can't share no criticisms on that, boy, because, hey, people, the fighters got their cheese. The money went to, the charities. That's what it is. Let's talk about 2 and 3, though. It's going to get mixy.
So there was so much people involved and watching it, and everyone was fun and it was wholesome and having fun. After that went away, your own, this event was crushed under your own incompetency.
Yep.
And it should have never existed in the first place. My goodness.
Yep.
You know what's funny? They told me on the show, I think, that they were offered millions of dollars from someone to buy the IP after the first one.
Fuck. Damn it, Ian. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I mean, Yoko would have rinsed your dumb ass anyway. But it's like, fuck, bro. This whole shit could have been avoided and you could have got a 7-figure bag. Fuck me, bro. You're so stupid.
By like Viacom or some big company like that. Now,
You think that's still on the table? Or?
That shit might be worth $10.
yeah, hey Viacom, you guys still interested? Now they're stepped away, but not only have they stepped away, Creator Clash now has canceled the fight and presumably has retired. The IP is completely done with. It's worthless.
Yeah, it's worth nothing. There will always be, as soon as you say Creator Clash, that stigma immediately pops up, and I know exactly what two dumbasses' faces I'm gonna see.
$0. Yes. What a monumental lifetime fail. This is a lifetime achievement, like that, the equivalent of that, but the opposite.
Yeah, I like to call that a generational failure. Because that's exactly what it is.
What do you call the opposite of a lifetime achievement award?
Generational failure.
Lifetime failure
Lifetime
award?
blunder.
There you go.
Blunder award?
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't know where it's going. I just hope I find it somewhere along the way, like an improv conversation. That's what Michael Scott said, and I genuinely identify with that. You don't?
You pick up steam.
Does nobody identify? Well, here's the thing. When you're hosting a live show like this, sometimes you got to just talk, right?
Yep, Sesh.
I do it anyway, if I'm honest. I like to keep myself on my toes.
There you go. Yeah. Sometimes I'll start. Yeah, Michael Scott knows. You guys all make fun of him, but he knows something.
Well, I think with him it's worse because he's doing business.
He's just
having
talking,
business
yeah.
conversations.
He's doing a sales call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
A bit different when you in like, you know, some fucking, you know what I'm saying, trench, like straight drama fucking beef going back and forth. Yeah, it might be a bit different.
Yeah, this is such a packed statement. So yeah, the economy ruined their event, actually. It wasn't her at all.
Cozy economy.
This shit's so
The
stupid.
economy, etc., and lots of other things that I won't list. I think what it boils down to is poor communication from everyone.
No! Poor communication from Ian Dumbass, and we expect you to communicate and actually have it make sense and not spurg out or say some dumb shit. I'll save it.
You are the leader. You're the one that sets the tone of the communication. You are a terrible leader. Good leadership involves...
And that's just objectively true. And like, again, I ain't been trying to dicky, but fuck it. At this point, like I said, her ass definitely deserves more fucking genuine criticism and or hate, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, nah, she definitely deserved to be chopped down on for this, especially since considering keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on and making it worse and worse and worse. Yeah, this boy is just...
setting the tone, the expectations of the communications. It all trickles down. Bad communication from who? From everyone? You're blaming...
He said, who? Who?
You're blaming everyone.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, saying everyone is fucking crazy because who besides... Yo, dead ass with me right now. Who besides Yoko and Ian and Real Good Touring is supposed to be responsible for everything going on with this event? Wouldn't it be them? Y'all the motherfuckers making this shit go on. Y'all communication needs to be goddamn fantastic. Magnifique. No, it was terrible. And y'all, again, as the face is supposed to be the bulls, making sure that the communications and everybody's PR is good and everybody happy. Y'all didn't do that at all. Y'all made everybody feel worse. Yo. The thing it is pissing me off. She has the nerve to say this type of jazz. Meanwhile, this thing that she's responding to in Discord reply is literally asking about Dad and how, like, you know, obviously heads didn't like how this John looked on the part for Dad. Yo, and this is what you have to say? Bro, I think it boils down to poor communication from everyone. Yeah, I think your communication skills, Yoko, especially with Dad and interaction, was fucking poor. Terrible. Awful. Horrendous. Abhorrent.
This isn't my fault. It's everyone's fault. Everyone's?
Wait, look at the next sentence.
Even after we left, which is unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. I don't give a fuck. Yo, Yoko has officially moved up in the tier list now. She is moved up in the tier list. The guy confirmed, bro. I talked about this before, especially with the, you know what I'm saying, influencer girly pop Huns. You know what I'm saying? For the Huns that will be watching those vids, Straight love to you. You already know how we get down. But yeah, she done moved up. She done definitely moved up. She done moved up right next to was right next to like Clara Dow and these fools, bro. Now y'all done. Y'all getting every word. I'm not holding nothing back with y'all. Even after we left, which is unfortunate. Fuck you mean? You fucked this old John up. She really, yo, this is the most allergic I've ever seen a fucking individual be to accountability. Holy fuck. It's like, yo, if you even took 1% of accountability, you would just fucking die, yo. Like, it's crazy right now. Bro, what? Even after we left. Fuck you. Why do you, how do you know about the communication after you left? Let's really ask, yo, hold on, bro. This shit getting even better.
How the fuck would you even know?
That's, yo, I'm surprised that was honestly not even the first thing I thought about. Because I'm like, wait, how would you even know that? Word. Like, because, again, you said you weren't in control. You stepped down. You pussyfooted the fuck away. So how do you know that the communication was bad after you left? This fucking insufferable bitch. I'm sorry, bro. Again, no disrespect, but I'm just saying that shit for her ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
How would you even know?
Like, no, she really is, though.
Dude, she's
like,
throwing them under the bus now.
Like, she, oh my God.
It's almost like she's saying, after we left the event, it should have succeeded, but they managed to blow it. It's like, really? She's literally like a...
And she basically did the same shit on that one fucking maximum damage episode where she was like, well, yeah, the event's in better... Well, Ian was like, yeah, the event's in better hands. And she was like, well, I don't know if better. If it was still in y'all fucking hands, it would have gone to the same result, canceled. It would have been over. What are we talking about? It was definitely in better hands because they did what needed to be done in the first place. Cancel this shit.
Lashing out at everything and everyone. And somehow trying to posture like she's trying to posture like she's taking responsibility or doing something brave and noble.
Yo, it is in fucking infuriating,
but
bro. Holy
this is
shit.
Really
like, it is
a lifetime blunder award.
It is.
It really
oh
is.
my God.
And when I said this would be worse than
TanaCon,
TanaCon, I meant it. And now he's funny. He laughed about it in his video. Oh, he said it'd be worse than TanaCon. It's worse.
objectively, it was because at least with TanaCon, like obviously heads were getting heat stroke and all that shit. Heads' skin was peeling because it was hot as fuck and the venue wasn't big enough. But heads wanted to pop out to that shit. Heads wanted to go see Tana Mojo, bro. Who the fuck wants to go to creator class, especially this third one that doesn't exist anymore? Wake up, Ian. What the fuck is like
Worse than TanaCon.
At least TanaCon was.
It happened.
Oh, it happened.
TanaCon
It was an
happened.
event.
People were there.
People were there. Yeah.
You know, a couple heat strokes later, but we figured it out.
Yeah. Get him some water later.
Yeah, nobody died.
That we heard about.
Yeah, it wasn't what we heard about for sure. This was worse than TanaCon. I don't think there's anybody that would even disagree with that at this point.
I know for damn sure I don't.
And like, you not only fucked over this massive production company, disappointed your fans, the amount of time and effort you wasted from these fighters, and people like Lena, who you are lying about paying back, you're continually lying. You fuck.
Yeah, that's cat, bro. Yeah, Lena never got that 12K, right? I know Ethan, like Ethan obviously paid them all, but like, yeah, they never got it from Ian and Anisa. For damn sure, they didn't get it from them.
Being fraud. You
Actually, I know for sure that they didn't get it from them. Stamped in, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to guys over on Kino Casino. I ain't gonna lie. Andy Worski, PPP. Yeah, they're sitting right now bankrupt as fuck in a basement in Edmonton, Canada. You feel me? Yeah, no, they don't have 15 bands to give niggas back. They just sold their fucking house. Like that. Well, they didn't sell it. They're listing that boy or whatever. That shit is vacant. That's why, again, if you see Maximum Damage, they're sitting on the fucking floor in a basement where there's centipedes and wolf spiders and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They don't got 15. So they can't pay this shit back. But if they did have it, oh yeah, nah. Y'all need to get that money ASAP. ASAP, no rocks. I ain't gonna cap. That's probably a lot of people are theorizing. That's why they went to Canada and shit, is so they could avoid like fucking litigation, getting sued over this shit.
You are a fraud, and I mean you're a liar. You have not paid Lena back the money you owe her. So
that's unacceptable. Not paying people.
Not only did they waste her time, an extreme amount of time.
Yes,
which was what Dad was saying. He's like, I trained all year. I got my ass beat. I was trained like professional, and now and for what?
Dude, I love workouts and stuff. And I was talking to Lena about her training leading up. I mean, the girl was waking up every day and doing road work.
It wasn't
She was
fun
going
training.
to the trainer. What's fun about waking up and running? Nothing.
It's yo, as someone who did track back in high school, bro. Oh my God, Saturday practice 9 a.m. Bro, 800 repeats. I don't even know if y'all know what that is. But to give quick conjecture, y'all know like a track. Duh, everybody runs on the track. You see all the different events happening. A track is 400 meters, right? So an 800 is 2 times around. And then repeats is you keep doing them repeatedly. No. Fuck the clapping noise. I pressed the wrong button. That shit is not a clap. Nowhere near it. Because I wasn't applauding after I got done with the workout. That shit is pain. And you don't want to do that shit at all. Especially when it's early as fuck and you just rolled out of bed. So I ain't gonna cap. I cannot imagine that. Also, you got to do like the actual workouts. And also you got to spar and get your fucking ass whooped. Those niggas would be giving me my fucking money, bro. I swear to God. I would be pissed as fuck.
Anything fun about that, Lena?
No, like that's work.
Anything funny about that, Lena? Wait.
Waking up and running. Nothing.
Anything fun about that, Lena?
No.
Oh my goodness. Anything funny about that, Lena? Nah.
Oh, like that's
Not yet.
work. She's putting in all the
She's
work.
running.
She's running.
She's running. She's running right now. And not getting paid for it is unacceptable.
Yo, shout out EB.
What's weird, but she's lying and saying she paid the fighters back. She keeps saying it.
Yeah, that's
she says it
actually
later on in the
It's the
statement.
next sentence. Keep
Yeah,
going.
we're getting there, guys.
Guys, we're not milking it enough. What?
Even after we left, which is unfortunate. At the end of the day, here she's being the good guy. At the end of the day, I care about people getting paid for the money they were out for training and charity event getting their money, and both of those things were done. You're
Hell no.
fucking.
Once more again. You don't care about the people getting paid. That's just actually bullshit. Dad, once more. They were out for training and charity getting their money. Charity didn't get any fucking money, not from this event. The charity was a whole separate thing through the Tiltify. You know this. You know this. Stop bullshitting. No one's gonna believe this shit. That's why this shit only has 7 hearts in this channel.
Lying. You're lying. You're lying. She's lying.
Like,
Also, I thought she fully stepped away and hasn't had anything to do with it.
That's clearly, yeah, and I mean, she's contradicted that already a few times by saying like, oh, the communication continued to fail. How the fuck would you know that? If you're
excellent question.
completely uninvolved.
Well,
Man, I was saying it for a minute too, boy. I'm like, yo, they pussyfooted away. They stepped away too. I don't know if I believe that shit. I was saying it.
that was kind of publicly known because the communication was really bad.
That's
after they
true.
left.
There was zero.
Yeah.
It was actually quite impressive. I have to say, I don't know who took over the management or what they were thinking. Well, I do know it was Aaron, but I don't know like who was running it.
Sure.
But even after the second that they took over, that website should have been updated. The fighters should have been informed. The communication, again, on his part, and they have a production company, and he's used to running events. I cannot even fathom running an event this bad, top down.
Yes, because your rep would be absolutely tanked. And this is another thing that Pope Dior was saying. Yo, after CC2, I don't know who the fuck looked in Yoko and Soy Dubs' face and it was like, yeah, y'all are good. Fuck it. Y'all could do another one. Yo, I literally remember seeing the Pope Dior tweet. He was like, yeah, bro, after failing a fucking charity event, and especially to the magnitude that they did, their careers, well, Ian's career, who the fuck is Yoko? You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about no goddamn Rainbow Kids booby streaming. About to come back through the same shit. Fuck, no one watching that. So yeah, Ian's career should have literally turned to dust on some Thanos shit. We should have seen it later. Bye bye.
Unreal.
I somewhat agree. I will say, we don't know all the details of the shit hand that they were dealt, and so I'm still able to kind of afford them a little bit of grace with all.
Why didn't
this.
they update the website? And
I
inform the
know,
fighters?
but
That's
like
so
maybe
unacceptable.
they didn't have the credentials to the website. Like I don't know. I don't know what
That's
was going
true.
on
You know,
behind
but-
the scenes.
but
Like how
I'm
badly
excited.
they. Ian and Anisa are the ones that fucked them over. So I'm willing to grant them a little bit more grace with that. But yeah, there's no doubt that the communication.
That's true, but to a degree, because again, you got to remember for like CC1, CC2, like this was the same production company under them. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of shaky. I would imagine that anyone that isn't Ian and Anisa would do this just majorly better regardless of who they are because of how fucking stupid they are. But it's like, yeah, they were still, I guess getting bullied or whatever by their top brass, which was Ian and Anisa still kind of being in a hand at this dumb shit. So not surprised, but at the same time, it's mixy.
was terrible even after they took over.
I'm getting excited because she's forcing them into a position where they're going to have to explain, and that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, which probably won't
that would
play well for them.
That would be fucking great. I would love to see that. We cracking the books. Boy, I would love to crack the books.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course not. I'm sure that whatever they have to say is just going to make them look worse.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, I am just blown away. Like, I don't know about you. I would not be able to sleep if the people who were working for me basically and putting all their time and energy didn't get paid.
He's a psychopath.
I would figure I would work.
Yo, I agree so much with Tom on that. 'Cause this is why I'm like, bro, truly, I appreciate like just making the slops, coming on here, give my opinions and conjecture on the different dramas, teas, whatever, and just keeping it pushing. I don't need to really rely on nobody. I guess in a sense I gotta rely on heads for content. Slippy or whatever. But yeah, obviously there's billions of videos on fucking YouTube. Trill Talks Everything. Talk about whatever I want to, baby. So yeah, there always will be that. But it's more or less on the factor I don't want to do, like, that's one of the reasons I'm not doing no other Jones. Because I'm not going to lie, like I said before, I don't want to be responsible for people. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, yo, you start streaming and you have a Discord and shit, you got to have mods. I'm not responsible for these niggas. Sorry, that's just cut out. You start doing events and shit like that, bro, all the Jonas on you, that shit gonna stress you the fuck out. Like, bro, this is the thing, even with obviously Luddy shit. Obviously, we know Luddy do the events and all that, John. I can't do that shit. I do not have time to be stressing and all that type of jazz to have all this John go down. So I'm telling you, I feel Tom on that shit. I would, bro, knowing that we basically scalped the fuck, not even scalped, basically scammed the fuck out of everyone in this shit, bro, I would be more stressed than any, bro, my hair would go from blonde to silver the next day. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It would be so bad. Y'all don't even understand, bro. That's what I'm saying. Yoko and Soy Dubs, specifically Yoko, because obviously we're seeing, she really feeling about this boy, because, Ian wasn't being as transparent. Yeah. Bro. They are, without a shadow of a doubt, I can't even do it. It's done. I can't even, bro. Because it just gets me mad. I'll just leave it at this. Clout is stamped in evil. Evil. Clout will have you doing crazy Johns, as we can see.
Work round the clock to figure out how to pay them.
No, she's someone who's comfortable. Look how she used her husband. She doesn't. She doesn't care.
She doesn't know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it's so
but not only that, how can you lie about it? You're lying.
That's even worse than not paying.
She doesn't want to take accountability. She doesn't want to feel like she's ever in the wrong.
Lying about what, AB?
I still got to talked real good touring about it, but someone who's not an official representative of the company said something along the lines that they believe since Lena dropped out before the event was officially canceled, that's why she's not getting reimbursed.
Yeah, and you tell them to stick that up their fucking ass because they canceled.
I'll be like, what? I was about to say, I'm like, and you tell them niggas to go suck cock because I'm like, yo, give me my fucking money. You niggas tried it.
It got canceled 2 days later. And by the way, she didn't leave the event. She was forced out because she's like, I'm not going to get in the middle of this insane beef that your event creator foisted on me.
I was about to say word because again, like, yo, from what it seems like, Yoko was forcing hella niggas, like hella people in the fucking card, you know what I'm saying, to take her and Ian's side on this, John, because they're in the event. Like, yeah, no one's taking your side.
Oh, no, that's not true on several different counts. Fuck them. That's bullshit. They can shove that right up their ass. Scumbags. You know what else they told me? One of their representatives told me when I was like, hey, you guys need to pay Lena back. They go, I'm not going to say who it was. We were under the impression that you took care of it.
Fuck you, me. We're under the impression that you took care of it. My nigga, this y'all event. Fuck you, me. Like, of course, Ethan is, what's his name, Lena's boss, like, on the pod and all that shit, but this is not the pod, bro. This is Creator Clash. Real good touring. Yoko Soy Dubs ran this shit. You niggas are giving back the cheese. What? I'm sitting there. Huh? Like, bro, nah, bro. I'm gonna see that check to my account. Appreciate it.
So they're off the hook because you're a good guy?
I said, I am not fucking responsible for paying her back. Are you insane? Are you actually?
I'd have looked that nigga in his eye like he actually generally is stupid as shit. Because I'd have been like, yo, bruh, fuck does that mean, bruh? That's my personal cheese. Y'all the niggas that scammed her out of this shit.
Really out of your mind.
Some people don't get it.
You don't think I don't want that $12,000 back? And you guys, not only that, they owe you 15. Fuck 12. They owe you 15in.
Yeah, and Lena also, yeah.
Yo, fuck 12. Nah, let me stop playing. Let me not even say that, John. Shout out my uncle, you know what I'm saying? My uncle is a police officer. You feel me? Share love with him. But anyway, yo, on that tip, yo, I had to be like, yo, fuck 12 and all that type of junk, bro. That's Don't be saying the cops is evil, bro. Obviously, not all cops are evil. Duh. You know what I'm saying? It just, like every person, just depends on that individual person.
The stipend was for 15.
Yeah.
That was what it was agreed to. What was the joke?
Fuck 12.
Fuck
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12?
It's like fuck the police. Fuck Popo.
You said
Like
fuck
fuck
12.
the police.
That's like
Yeah, Olivia said it.
code for fuck the
Oh,
police.
it is?
You said that like in passing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
What's
You never
12
heard
mean?
that? You never heard that before,
Popo.
really?
It's a police
the police. I'm like, yo, Ethan is trifling right now. I'm like, the police? What?
code, right? For police.
187.
I don't know where the code originally. It's probably some code thing or
Code 12?
Yeah.
I've heard 187 on a motherfucking cop.
Yeah.
It's a police radio called 1012, which indicates that there's civilians and police in the area. Yeah, I don't know. Something
That
like
sounds bad.
Wiktionary says fuck 12 is of
Actually-
uncertain origin. Widespread use of the
Oh.
phrase as an anti-police slogan grew following the killing of Michael Brown in 2014 in Ferguson, Missouri. Possibly from 1312, an alternative form of ACAB in which the letters are substituted with their position in the alphabet. Interesting theory.
Context wagon.
Alternatively, from the American police procedural television Adam 12 from 1968. Yeah, I don't know if that's what they were referencing when they came up with that.
We used to always just say 5-0.
Yeah, I never heard that either.
Yeah, 5-0.
Bravo, here come the Popo. Yep.
Whoa.
It was always the thing when I was growing up.
Can you imagine? This is such an insane statement. We are working our way through it, people. She continues after lying about paying back the fighters. And I don't even know that that's true that she paid everyone else back either.
Yeah, that would need to be confirmed. That's again why the books need to be cracked.
Well, again, why is you're not running the event anymore.
No,
you
but-
fully stepped away. You
Fuck
should
the event. They should be paying people out of their pockets. Like I
Okay,
did.
well that's
They can't. Now that's where I know I don't disagree with Ethan because I fully agree with him on that shit. They need to reimburse Lena, like heads, you know what I'm saying, heads like Dad, like they need to give them their fucking money back, real shit. But what I'm saying is what I was saying earlier. They can't because they are damn near bankrupt. Bro, we watching the Kino Casino, guys. They got Yoko and Soy Dubs on screen. This motherfucker, Ian, has to kill a centipede that the dog is about to eat because they're in their fucking, they're in Yoko's mom's basement and shit. I'm like, bro, I don't even think, again, that these niggas have $10 to their name. Like, I'm dead serious about that jump, bro. Ian finally got a fucking mouse pad. Oh my god, bro, that was busy.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Like, you're the one that called Lena and convinced her in good faith and put your reputation on the line for her to participate in this event. You should be taking money out of your bank account and giving it to her.
100%.
Period.
yeah.
If the organization, Aaron Hansen, doesn't want to pay them back, then you damn
step
well
it up.
should be.
Fuck yeah.
Before it collapsed, I was like, Aaron, if you're gonna own this IP, it's you gotta fucking pay us back. You owe that. But now that it's like cratered, I doubt they're gonna do anything with that IP ever. Then I'm like, okay, well, it goes back to them.
What can you do with
Right.
what can you do with it? That's the better question.
She says, I really loved this event. I loved what it stood for. What's that?
Not donating money to can't even talk. Trilly can't remember shit. Trilly's a dumbass. Yeah. You loved not donating money to charity? You loved well, you definitely did love those fucking galas and all that shit. You definitely appreciated those. It's
What did it stand for?
that's annoying.
I don't know. What do you think?
Utter incompetency and failure and repeated failure?
I love
Directly.
that.
I don't like that.
I love it.
Lying about raising money for charity, failing to raise money for charity, waste.
Directly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you're calling this shit a charity boxing event. You love that your charity boxing event didn't raise any money for charity the second event, and the third one was canceled in the shitter, and you had to pussyfoot away, meanwhile taking a 34% share of the profits? You sure fucking did love that, Yoko. I'm sure you did. Your narcissistic ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Wasting people's time.
Love it.
I loved what it stood for, and I wanted to believe we could push through. But it just wasn't realistic. None of it was malicious. It doesn't matter that it's
But
malicious.
it just wasn't realistic? The fuck? Then you should have canceled this dumbass event. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's so negligent. This is like negligent event slaughter. This is I don't think they maliciously made it. Of course, why would you do that? Why would you ruin your own fucking life and doing this? But by the way, she does not address any of Dad's concerns or claim.
Yeah, of course not. Like, of course she wouldn't.
You know, it was struggling already before the content cop. Yeah, they wanted the internet to blame Ethan. Unbelievably scummy people. It sure is.
Wait, go back to the top. This was all in response to Nathan's.
Thank you, Dan. Because that's what I was saying. I'm like, I love how she's saying all of this to a response of replying to this from a response to someone saying, yeah, Dad's video on the situation really upsets me. Yet she basically just like pushes herself away, does not take any accountability, pushes that shit away all off that when, yo, Dad is a direct example of her fucking this event all the way up ass backwards. Does she address it? Does she take accountability? Fuck no. Like, bro, of course. What else did we expect?
This video on the situation really upset me. I just want to make it clear.
Oh, she didn't even respond to that at any
one
way.
of Nathan's videos, and one of the most upsetting things was him finding out about how you guys were talking shit about him the whole time, even though he was like the most loyal fighter.
Huh? She's like, huh? I didn't remember that part. I must have missed that part.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you did that, like, extremely fucking bad. Literally shoved him out of his, like, fucking cheese, and then lied to him about all those bonuses. And then on top of that, when he tried to actually do some good for your dumbass event, again, by going on Keemstar shit to promote it and actually talk positive about it, you didn't want him to do it. You're... Like, again, this is that love-hate relationship with the slops. We love the slops. Excellent entertainment. Sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Be getting down into the, you know what I'm saying, all the different Johns. But yo, the hate comes from when I have to remember everything that these motherfuckers have done, and it makes me even fucking more mad, bro. Like, it is so, like, holy shit. Like, bro, I just can't believe that this is a real human. Like, her ass is most definitely the definition of a fucking unsufferable, skin-walking Jezebel bitch. Like, this is all... Let me just keep bullshitting on, bro. They gonna be like, yo, Trilly really is the fucking misogynist.
The thing is, too, that she's kind of patting herself on the back and being like, hey, all's well that ends well.
The fighters got paid and charity got money.
What's the problem?
Both of those have giant asterisks.
Yeah, big as fuck. Extremely big asterisk next to them.
Next to them, right?
All is well that ends well, baby. It's like Hassan raised money for charity completely.
Hassan didn't raise shit. I'm gonna keep saying it. Content nuke Hassan Piker raised that 200 bands.
Divorced of you, okay?
Right. So that chunk of money, that's what Hassan did.
And me, frankly.
Nah. Thank you, Ethan. I don't give a fuck. Call it Glaze. That nigga Hassan did not raise shit. Did it come for his stream? If you look on the Tiltify, is his name next to it? Yes. If Content Nuke Hassan Piker doesn't exist, does that stream exist? Does it, and better yet, if you want to say yes to that, does it exist in the same capacity? Because the only reason mad people were there to even donate was because he was watching the fucking Content Nuke. Bro, these niggas did not raise shit. I don't give a fuck. Ian and Anisa definitely didn't raise shit. And no motherfuckers, no other motherfuckers did raise shit. Goddamn, Hassan didn't raise shit. Like, bro, come on, gang.
And that's an Ethan Klein Hassan Piker collab right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the previous years, it came out that money didn't go to charity, right?
Well, then
none. Negative $250,000.
Ian did a stream where he raised money.
$187,000
money for charity separately.
Okay,
which is like, you didn't have to waste everybody's time to do a charity.
And that was my main point I kept making too. If this fucking charity boxing event bullshit was gonna fail and you really wanted to raise money for charity, why didn't you just do the stream initially? Because that shit confirmed made the cheese. He made 187 bands. He could have just did that, avoided fucking mad people over, avoid fucking over children with cancer and all these other charities. Nah.
A live streaming event. Like,
right.
That doesn't help.
Skip to that part.
That has nothing to do with it. You could have just done the charity because you're a good guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like, all's well that ends well. Everyone's compensated and charity got paid. My job is over.
Everyone has not been compensated. That's why, again, asterisks.
It's a shame that everybody else failed to communicate good.
Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed.
That's so did that. That was so that. So anyway, what a fucking idiot. Let me read some of the comments. If all she cares about is people getting paid, why didn't she pay Lena?
I mean,
I need to know. I need to know from the other fighters who else didn't get paid. Seems like a lot of fighters got paid up front, which also makes me think like, wow, that's really awesome that you took advantage of her.
Yeah.
I don't understand why some people got paid early and some people didn't.
Because they asked.
They asked for it. They had.
But that's so crazy. If heads ask and then you give it to them and other heads don't and you don't, like, this is bad business practices. Just make it to where everyone gets, like, again, everyone all at the same time gets their purse money, trading money, all this type of shit, and make it like some even amount. Because this is the shit I found like weird with LA Beast, and that's not like no shade on him or whatever. This all shit is fucked up because of Yoko and Soy Dubs, and then fucking obviously real good touring behind this shit. But bruh, it was weird because like Dad was saying LA Beast got paid like 7 bands on top of the 15 he already got, so he got like 22K. Meanwhile, heads like Dad was getting like only 15, only 10, all this other shit. Like what? In case Alina, like, well, she got 15, but she had used 12. But like, yeah, other heads were getting like around this amount, and then LA Beast getting paid more, and especially if that's the training purse, like, yo, doesn't that put heads at unfair odds? Because it's like, yo, some heads are getting better training than other heads, but then at the same time, I guess skill issue. I don't know. But, yeah, it kind of seems off. Like, yo, he got 22K, other heads got 15. Like, it's looking a bit mixy.
Had somebody
But why do you have to ask?
I asked for AB, and I assumed that they were going to be respectful and do the same thing for Lena.
Right.
Just odd.
This, and she's replying to someone mentioning Dad's video. Where's our empathy for Dad, True? She take that 34%. Let's see. What else we got here?
We should get onto the other stuff we have because we're
having too much
burning
fun.
time. We're burning
If the event
time.
was already doing badly for the content cap, and she admits that, then Anisa and her husband should obviously have been focused on fixing that instead of escalating a public fight with one of the event's biggest supporters.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, again, that's why everyone says that, yo, out of everyone Ian could have made a content cop on, H3 was optically the worst, because it's like, yo, you're having a boxing event in which most of the fans are good amount of fans at the very least are H3 fans, my nigga. So yeah, if you fucking alienate them, bro, this shit is definitely going into the shitter. Where is it right now?
Duh. Also, it seems very obvious that in lieu of me supporting the event, that he definitely did this to promote the event. He thought that he was going to bury me and launch his event.
There's no way with the quality of that dog shit ass video he thought he was burying shit except for his own career, and he succeeded at that.
And listen, that didn't happen in any way. Anisa now starts tweeting about me. Anisa.
I will tweet the stupidest shit.
She's once again
We know. We know.
Tweeting these fucking Twitter obsessed snarker freaks. H4 Productions, Producatons. That's such a deep cut. You are the biggest fan in the world. These snarkers are the biggest fans. H4 Producatons. Ethan Klein claims he will never be done harassing iDubbbz and his wife, and he said, that's not what I said. Why does bro focus? By the way, and if that is what I said, if I did say that, then you guys still deserve it. And by the way, you can never accuse me of harassing them after what they did. I can never harass them. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, it will never qualify as harassment.
Like, again, Ian fucking tried to justify the false CPS call. Like, dude, y'all niggas are cooked. I'm gonna see you dumbasses later.
Because what they did that launched this, fuck them both forever. Why does bro focus more on the women and his harassment? iDubbbz made the content cop, but he's threatening Ian. I don't
Who the fuck is opening up their mouth and won't stop sprigging on Twitter? This is such, like, stupid ass points.
care, bitch. Join the club of ugly, out of touch losers. Why? And again, she's so obsessed with looks.
Who's she calling ugly? You?
Yeah.
Did she see how sexy you looked in your pants today?
She went and watched
This
that.
was before that, obviously.
Yeah, somebody needs to see that quick. I need a public apology and retraction. Yeah, anyway, anyone who criticizes me is ugly. Loser? Are you in any position to call anyone a loser at this point? Like, you are
quite literally in no position just ever in her life to call anyone a loser, let alone right now in this current moment after all this shit. Yeah, I think we know who the losers are.
The ultimate loser.
And that shit, funny enough, is objectively true.
Lost everything. You have nothing. You've lost everything.
Just more of a loser kind of way.
The only thing left is to pick up a ukulele and fucking call it a day.
Collect rocks.
Start collecting some beautiful rocks by the riverbed.
Fuck me, right?
Yep. I'll get to her point that this dude is making about why is he talking about Anisa. So I respond. Somebody found the cake, by the way. It comes from this grocery store, T&T, and it is $25.
Yo, damn, yo, Ian, it took you a couple weeks, cause yo, Yoko said she was eyeing his boy for real. It took you a couple weeks to buy a $25 cake. Yeah, this relationship is absolutely fucked. I'm gonna see this shit later.
Which seems good. Seems like a decent price. Seems decent.
6 inch?
That's a really tiny cake.
That's a tiny cake.
That's like a one person.
It has some variation.
Again, but yeah, it has it could be 12 inches. Yeah, obviously like a foot cake. The main point is this cake is like 25, maybe like the 12-inch version of this cake, maybe like 50 beans. Bro, it took him a couple weeks to slide this. But to be honest, does her ass fucking deserve it? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I see. There's different sizes.
I think hers was bigger. Hers
yeah.
was he sprung. He went big first.
The
He's trying to make good.
35.
He's like, I'll get her the 10-inch one. We've had a tough year. Oh, and then you remember, guys, how Kate was like, Anisa, can you please unpin the video of us training? It's totally fucked that you're using that. You screwed us. You never promoted us. Okay, I would really appreciate you taking that down. And up until a few days ago or yesterday, I don't remember when this all happened. Very recent, this week, she refused to unpin it.
Wasn't Kate and the trainer on like 2 months ago, month and a half?
Yeah. No, she refused to unpin it very intentionally, as a fuck you to them. But she unpinned it finally.
Hey.
And instead, she pinned this.
I'm about to say she pinned this, and this shit made her look like, bro. This was to give y'all like examples of again. This is why we love the slops, because we're able to reference different Johns. Her doing this was like when Denims posted the DMs with Tectone. It was just like straight up, just complete self-owning. Like, what did posting this do for you? And especially in your mind, how did you think that this shit wasn't owned? Like, you actually cooked this nigga with this. And better yet, no, well, in both cases, yeah, you cooked these niggas with this. How were y'all thinking that? Dumb as fuck. Literally, bro. Cell phone queens. I guess it's not just Dennis anymore.
Comment I left them a couple years ago, maybe even a few years ago, when they were getting dogpiled on, and I was one of the only few people on the internet that stood up for them.
Why would she bring that up?
She would bring it up because she's a fucking moron. Like, yo, of course, yeah, during the time when y'all were cordial and cool, Ethan's gonna defend you. Like, duh, you're cool, cordial. Y'all niggas is mortal enemies now. Y'all, bro, the way it's looking, bro, y'all niggas might be worse than his fucking beef with Hassan, bro. It's bad works I got going on here. So do you think he gonna share the same rhetoric? Bro, no. Like, bro, what the fuck? Again, her ass is so fucking stupid. It's unbelievable.
Now, she thinks this makes me look like a hypocrite.
Okay.
It actually makes me look great and a good friend, and her like a total fucking piece of shit. So, no water in it. Just fell on my laptop, but I've drank all of my soda.
Oh, good man.
The soda pop.
How's my tattoo look? You guys been noticing it throughout the show?
No.
No.
Why not?
I mean,
Let
I don't know.
It's in your
You
arm,
don't
so it's
usually
hard to
lift
see.
your
I'm
arm
about to say, oh, it's peeling a little bit.
in such
Yeah.
a way that we can see it.
Careful.
I mean, now I notice it all.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Can I get a throat coat?
Huh? What the fuck is that? A throat what?
My throat is starting to act up. You guys.
Is it?
Yeah, I fucking love Ethan. I'm like, oh, sussy boy, sussy boy.
It was after the yogurt. Are you more phlegmy now?
No, I was just sick, guys.
I
Come on.
told you, man.
So bad too.
Listen to your Jewish mother. Ethan.
My God.
My Jewish mother.
You
never
have
told
been
me don't eat
owned.
dairy. My Jewish mother never told me shit.
My mom emphasized that shit hard when I was sick. Don't eat the dairy.
Can't drink milk.
Don't eat dairy. Oh, so she unpinned it. And by the way, shout out to Kate. They're so great. I love them. We've been staying in touch a little bit, just kind of gossiping in the DMs because they follow everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah, she had posted like thank you on her story. So nice, so nice. Because some certain motherfuckers were not nice to her.
So she posted a story. Thank you, H3. I did a story. Thanks for finally unpinning Kate's video, you callous, self-obsessed, narcissistic piece of shit.
Accurate.
She said thank you, so you're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the comment she posted. I'll read it to you guys. She cut off the date, interestingly, or maybe that's just the screenshot.
I'm like, yeah. What does it show the date at the end of the Jones? Well, it says 3. Well, yeah, obviously, it says 3 days, but this was when it's like around the time the screenshot was taken.
That's probably just
She clarifies in a later tweet that this was 2024.
20? I think it was before that. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter.
What
The point is that we were
year
friends.
is it?
People see an hour long. This was on a post of her saying like, why does everybody hate me? I feel like everybody hates me and it's just crazy and it's overwhelming.
No.
And I'm like, as a friend, I care about them. People see an hour long podcast. I think they completely understand you and your relationship. Even for the internet, people have been particularly nasty to you. It can feel so painful to be hated and misunderstood by so many. People that have never met with you.
Yeah. Like, obviously, hindsight, breaking it down. Nah, we understood everything.
Never met you. But I don't think it has anything to do with you. People hated you from the beginning because of what you misrepresented as an extension of Ian. Him maturing and changing. They feel betrayed by him, and you are the scapegoat. It sucks that people won't just move on and accept the change, especially after years. The only thing that really matters is how you guys feel about each other. And
Yeah, I don't think that shit matters, considering, like I say all the time, I know my definition of love, or at least like one of my main definitions of love, and it's having your heart partner's best interests at heart. And I'll be damned if she has Ian's. So,
remembering as much as possible that everything you read online is just noise. It's not real. It's a few unwell people that obsess over you, and the rest is cut off. But wow, what an asshole that guy is.
It's below it. It says, and you said, and if you ever meet them in real life, you know their opinion is worth exactly nothing to you. Love you guys.
Oh, wow.
What a nice message. And by the way, thank you so much. I left this publicly intentionally on her post because I did not want to shy away from showing my support for them, right? And knowing that this tweet was going to make its round amongst all the people. And by the way, I responded to this, so I'll read you guys what I said. Oh, that one is that's the only one that's probably good to read. That one requires the response to it. She said this is from 2024 on this post, by the way.
It's from March 2024.
Yeah, so the beginning of last year. What happened between then? Yeah, it's like, gee whiz, I wonder why my opinions changed.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, see, that's why. Obviously, we all sitting here looking at this colloquially. It's like, yeah, she's a fucking moron. Again, I'm trying to put myself in her shoes, in her head, and formulate how the fuck her posting this. She was really thinking this was an own. I get nowhere every time trying to put myself in these fools' heads. I never compute any of the dumb shit that they do. It makes no sense.
I explain it quite well in my response, so I'll just read that. In the meantime, let me sip this throat. Let me coat my throat.
Your throat
My
coat.
throat hurts a lot too.
Don't look at me.
Throated? Tacos?
I know.
Jack in the Box tacos, maybe?
No,
Fat
it
love.
it happened. I think this morning when I was getting ready, I was like, "There's a tickle." And I
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what Olivia's talking about. I hate that, John, where you feel like that scratchy sensation in your throat, bro. Every time I feel that, I just know it's raps, bro. I just know it's raps. My body really does not like me, so as soon as I get scratchy throat, fuck, well, I'm gonna be sick for the next week. That sucks.
I've just been sucking
I
on
hate
cough
that.
drops.
I hate that. I hope you're okay.
I think I am. I definitely am. I'm being a diva about it. Thank you.
It's okay.
When I wake up like that, I'm kind of convinced that I can stop it by like drinking a lot.
I'm not. See, that I'm the complete opposite of love. I just give up. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get sick, and I already know it's gonna be bad.
Lot of water or like any liquid. I just
quick
chunk it
reversal.
like a shot, and I think it's gonna wash away. I don't think that's how it works. Though.
That's what I be trying to do too, and it's not. Like, bro, like you're definitely gonna get
Maybe,
cooked.
I mean, maybe.
I believe
I'm not
it.
sick very often, so maybe.
Also, there are mornings you wake up and you're like,
Yeah.
it's a little sore, but if I talk for a bit and like put some water in there,
Yeah.
maybe we'll be all patched up.
Yeah.
So you're
So here's my response to her pinning that. All you're showing is how much I cared and wanted to defend and see the best of my friends. The prevailing narrative at the time was you guys were terrible people, not to be trusted. But I wasn't going to turn on my friends, even if it meant getting shit for standing by you, which I did, by the way. Sips tea. Literally. Obviously, a lot has changed since then, and I've learned a lot about you. Things that I was purposely avoiding because I wanted to see the best in you. And when I was down and out, and you had the opportunity to stand by me, you punched me in the gut as hard as you could. You
But Ethan, their silence means something. Only for them to proceed to not be silent.
chose short-term game over a decade-long friendship. You dropped the content cop when I was live. You excused the CPS call. You laughed about the skulls. You accused me of hallucinating anti-Semitism. You've crossed every single line there was.
And even went further beyond past it.
Ultimately, no matter how good of a friend I was, you still fucked me over the first chance you got. You think this makes me look like a hypocrite, but it makes you look like a giant piece of shit, which you are.
Approved.
It's such a self-own, in my opinion. Like, she's like, get a load of this asshole.
I don't keep
Like
up.
she put the fucking the shit with the not the well, I think it is it's not the one with the monocle, but yeah, like what are you sitting here wondering about? Because I'm sitting here wondering what you're wondering about. Because again, this is just Ethan standing on peas when y'all were cool and cordial. Y'all are now no longer cool and cordial because y'all couldn't fucking disavow the false CPS shit. Made one of the worst fucking videos, let alone content cops ever, and then completely keep doubling down on this shit. Keep going, riding into the fucking Hassan orbit, all this shit, bro. You niggas are done, bro. Like that shit is, oh my god. And now Yoko want to come back to streaming. She about to come back to streaming after she been spurging out like this. Like, well, this is all what's name, Ethan's John. But she been spurging out all over on Twitter, all this different John, and she want to come back, bruh. It's done. It's shot out. It's over. Like,
Up on everything. So why would she post that? I mean, why would she pin it?
She thinks it makes me look like a hypocrite because I've...
it doesn't. Like, it just completely does not. In what way would it make Ethan look like a hypocrite? You know what? For the fucking G boys, I know some of y'all probably are watching. Explain, find some way to justify how Ethan is wrong by posting this shit, and this actually wasn't owned on Anisa's part, because I really got to see that.
changed my opinion about them.
Well, because you found out what pieces of shit they were.
Exactly.
But before you knew that, you were a good friend.
Their brains don't work. These people's brains don't work.
Snark
It doesn't make sense, but they still do it. And then the idiots that are their fans look at it and be like, that makes sense.
The fucking G boys. This is why I say, like, they'll fucking justify anything, bro, because they want to suck these niggas' cock so bad, bro. They will sit here and generally justify anything that comes out of these niggas' mouths, no matter how fucking stupid, no matter how snaky, all that, bro. For free 99 too. It truly pisses me off. At least Denim's dumbass, you know, it really didn't gain her shit again. But at least when she did maliciously steal the fucking content nuke, she had 50K in there, bro. Y'all niggas on the Reddits and the Snarks and all this shit sucking dick. Free 99. Like, I don't see what niggas gaining.
But they know it. It doesn't make sense to anybody.
Trying to think, but nothing happens.
Exactly. Oh, I thank you for including this juicer of a nice. I love that resolution.
Yo.
Oh, here she is trying to get in with the girlies.
Is that fucking Alyssa Mercante? Oh, dear fucking Jesus.
Can we get a group chat with Taylor Lorenz, Denims, and Frogan? I think we got to start our own coven.
God.
No. No, the world doesn't need this. The world should not be subjected to this. No. And then Yoko, you want to join? Ooh. Nah, the world doesn't need this, bruh. This would actually be an Avengers level threat. I'm not gonna lie. Nah. Let's go ahead and cut this one out as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and exit out. Nope. This one disapproved.
By the way, notice somebody missing. Just like Mike from PA, his buddy, his friend in crime, who was also in the notorious what's the word? Where they looked like fucking Hagrids. Two Hagrids.
Oh, the one pic? Oh my god, that shit was so funny. And then the fucking edited version where it was stretched. Oh my god.
After he just came out of the forest or some shit.
No, you're right.
Where they were both sitting there. You know the picture I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah. They didn't include her. They're giving her the Mike from PA treatment.
Whatever.
They didn't include Mike from PA in the video. Because he's weird. Anyway, she says, I want to be in the coven. Okay, great, girl. You're going to be fine. I'm once again asking what my...
This, I'm pretty sure, is edited. Yeah, you could definitely tell it's edited. But it's this picture. Wait, is it this? Yeah, there we go. Hold on, wait. There we go. Yeah. I bet. Had to get that off.
ultimate sin was, aside from being married to the man who made the content cop on the quote-unquote king. Ethan doesn't know us as well as he claims.
Anyway, let's get back to this. I'm once again asking what my ultimate sin was, aside from being married to the man who made the content cop. Hun, Yoko, you know you had a part to play in that shit. Let's not sit here and do this. And then on top of that, all the different things you were saying about Ethan, that like, yo, instead of like acknowledging, yes, he has Tourette's, you're saying he's on drugs. You're making fucking, you know what I'm saying? You're out here making fucking dog whistles toward him. Like, yo, let's be fucking for real here. Like, holy shit.
Especially not me. I didn't say that okay.
Wait.
I am the king, baby.
She had
baby,
nothing,
can you find my response?
She had nothing to do with the
this one
content
too?
cop?
Sorry.
Thank you, Dan. Like, bro, what? I'm like, bro, stop fucking. Yo, she's really trying to act and pretend as if, like, yo, like, the content cop? Yo, I never even heard of it till today. Does this woman severely think we're all as fucking stupid as she is? You had a part to play in this shit, Yoko. Stop lying. Only the Twitter G-boys, the fucking Reddit snark niggas will believe that shit. No one is believing this.
My response to this is very good. So she responds to my response, and then I respond to her. So we're going to have to respond to the response to the response. And this just a couple. No, this stuff's good. Trust me. So far, it's good, Dan. So she's saying, I'm once again asking what my ultimate sin was, aside from being married to the man who made the content cop on the king. Ethan doesn't know us as well as he claims, especially not me. He's as knowledgeable about our private life as the average viewer. You've been nothing but...
Yep, just like y'all were the same level as friends with him as you were with fucking Denims, right? Dumbass.
A perfect angel. She said amen, and then underneath, which they don't show, is I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Funny. All right. So, like you were saying, Dan, she's trying to pretend like, oh, it's just little me. I was just at home cooking when Ian was out there doing everything, and he's responsible for everything. Meanwhile, she's acting like she hasn't been trying to take credit for all the content cops.
Exactly what I've been saying. Yo, she wanted to take so much cred once again, and I'll keep stepping in and repeating it. She wanted to take so much cred for content cop Tana. Great, excellent. Ian done shelved out mad apologies. Yoko, front and center stage. We'll need one from you. Like, bro, what? I'm trying to tell heads, bro. Now that it's not bringing her the validation, the gratification, heads ain't glazing her up. Now she got nothing to do with it. Right. Facts.
That she hasn't been the one communicating, that she wasn't in the video. What is she doing?
She was like JoJo in the kitchen just trying to cook Ian's favorite meal.
I'm just a trad wife. Don't think about me. I'm once again asking, what was my sin other than being married? Okay, said, okay, well, let's take this on. Is your defense really had nothing to do with it? Okay, well, sure, let's examine that. 1, you've been involved in every content cop. 2, you were at Hassan's house during the filming of the sketch, flipping off the camera. 3,
that is directly true. The picture is still on the Instagram.
Ian literally cites you in the video. He goes, Anisa is half Lebanese, half Irish, so she understands propaganda and Israeli oppression.
If that's the case, and you know what I'm saying, because this John was content cop Israel, basically. Yeah, bro. So if she understands that, John, and you barely knew anything about this, John, I think she had a part to play. Because how did you know? And again, going back to that, she formulates and finishes your sentences, bruh. Or formulates your thoughts and finishes your sentences. I think she gave some conjecture so you could make this vid, which means she had a part to play in it. What the fuck are we sitting here doing? Like,
you've been making snide remarks during this entire debacle, i.e. inbred.
Like I said, the dog whistles. Told you.
Scolded dad for leaving me a nice comment. You argue with Harley, BTS.
Fucking witch. Shit is crazy.
About Zionism. So did Ian, where he did admit that he didn't even know what Zionism was 3 days before he posted his video.
Jew.
Or after even. You were caught in Millhouse DMs. You were caught in Denim's chat. Your private Twitter account got leaks of you talking shit. Ian knows at least to shut the fuck up, but you're the only fool who continually engages with me.
Directly.
So obviously I'm talking to you, not Ian. Those are pretty good reasons. The only thing this proves is, again, how willing you are to throw Ian under the bus. I had nothing to do with it. Go after Ian, not me. Give me a break. The reason I wanted to read this, because her response to this is legendary.
Oh my god. If this is the one tweet.
Let's see here. Which you can pull up, but I'll continue. Here she is saying, oh, this was a nice little clip here. I love this shit.
But, you know, yeah. Also,
Beezels.
I just want to say, like, we don't regret it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You sure?
Like,
you don't regret it. Yo, I be gripping my mouse hard as fuck on some of these shits. I just be sitting there like, bro, word. Yo, some of y'all motherfuckers, y'all niggas are truly soulless, bro. Truly narcissistic niggas, bro. Truly only give a fuck about yourself. For what reason? You know what's so crazy? Like, you know what like really baffles me about narcissism? Where it's like, yo, heads are so ingrained on themselves and like so fucking like self-absorbed in all this shit. But they're so like you want to be self-absorbed. So I don't even know how I can explain this, but it's really on the type of tip. I'm gonna figure out a way. Don't worry, yap sesh. Basically, you're so self-absorbed and so narcissistic to the point where you want everybody to think as highly of you as you do, but they don't. Because most people, when you say someone's a narcissist, yeah, most people will perceive them as, yeah, they're probably an asshole. Like, they're probably fucking ruining all that shit because they're so ingrained in themselves and all that type of beat. It's like, damn. You done. Where the fuck is the money for CC2? I'm gonna keep asking. You don't regret shit?
I just want to make that very clear. Like, this stepping away from the company is not because we regret what we've done. We needed to.
Yes, it's definitely because you regret what you've done, you dumbass. You niggas pussyfooted the fuck away. And if it really wasn't that shit, why the fuck were y'all trying to take 34% profit share sliding out of that shit? You fucking liar. Holy fuck, you're a goddamn liar, bro.
Do what we did. I'm very proud of what you've done. I'm very proud of, you know.
I am too.
You're not proud of nothing he has done. You were saying that even like during the fucking gala, I remember that clip. We were standing next to fucking S-Fan and fucking Amaranth, bro. You're sitting here saying how this nigga would have still got his ass beat even if he did fucking Trina was at full Jones. Like, you're not proud of shit. She's such a fucking liar, bro. It is so crazy. Like,
what is it he's done? What are you proud of? That's unbelievable. And remember,
damn it, bro.
This
like this woman, I don't give a fuck. And I saw it in the comments. I'm not sure if it was a Hun or not. I don't be trying to be rude to the Huns, but listen, I keep it fair and peace as always. I'm pretty sure it was a Hun though. In the comments of one of the other vids, because it was literally the other John when Anisa first started spurging or whatever. The Daily Slops. It was a video. I literally put as a title, Anisa may be the most unsufferable woman on the planet. And it was like, yo, if Anisa's the most unsufferable woman, then you must be the most illiterate. Nah, actually, that shit just pissed me off. So now I need to ask y'all the question. Because that shit actually just got me mad now. Like, hold on.
One statement without the word incel in it.
Hold on. Y'all explain to me if this is illiterate. Anisa, hold on. Anisa might just be the most insufferable woman on the internet. Damn. Yeah, Trilly can't grammar for shit. He doesn't know how to grammar. That fucking title, yeah, it didn't formulate the shit. Anyway,
they stepped away after the content cop, and where they already knew this event was doomed. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us, guys.
Sucks. I put my heart into this. I got freaking beat hard this year, harder than I ever had. And I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna train like a freaking professional. Keep my head down, avoid this drama, and now here I am, screwed.
At this point, I just started getting too worked up, so I'm now just
this is an
ending
edit,
the
so
video.
bear with me.
When I filmed this, I just sort of spilled my guts and got kind of worked up. Then I remembered more things I wanted to say, and I tried to compose myself a little bit better, so the video's a bit wild. The last thing I want to say is that I always tried to be respectful of them, publicly and personally, when I was talking to them. I've always given them the benefit of the doubt and never really wanted to place blame on them or anyone.
Oh,
and then
hold on, la camera. Hold on, y'all. Don't worry. We fixing it. Y'all already know how we get down. Edit out. Hilarious. Never. Hold on. I do got to raise that boy up a little bit, though. We good. All right, let's get back into it. Dad giving us the conjecture. Hold on.
it turns out they were just talking trash about me behind my back. Ian's coach said on H3 that they used to say I was weird and talk trash about me. And then
yeah, like, that's so fucking snaky, bro. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. And he was one of the only motherfuckers that was really trying to promote y'all event, that was really actually passionate about y'all shit, wanted to be on all 3 cards, bro. And this is how you doing them? Sneaky ass niggas. Again, sorry, Anisa, you're a fucking bitch. And an unsufferable one at that once more.
I also heard the same thing from Froggy Fresh 2 years ago. I don't care if people think I'm weird because I do make weird videos. I like being different and unique. I'm used
I'm
to
about to say, you gotta be unique and quirky.
people saying I'm weird. I was just very surprised that it was happening by 2 other creative people.
One thing I just hate though, I hate forced quirkiness. Like, come on. You can be yourself and a little silly. You feel me? And even some of the bros be doing that, John, too. Like, yo, y'all just be yourselves. Just be yourselves. But Dad, you could just already see, like, yo, Dad is just a character, bro. Heads fucking love Dad, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's cool as shit. You know, he really wanted to, like, do this jump for charity and really wanted to box, and he got fucking snaked. So, yeah. Dad is not weird. Dad is quirky, and we fuck with him like that.
I thought they were like me, and I didn't expect them to make fun of me for being different.
This isn't
I thought that was the point.
Okay,
of
but
their-
anyway, it's good to recall that because someone's like, wow, that Dad video was really depressing. And she's like, sorry, what? Who? I don't know anyone by that name. She does this long response but doesn't even mention.
Yo, that John put a fire in your heart, bro. You're like, where?
You literally filmed the content cop. Someone says, I did not.
That is...
Absolutely. If not that one, okay, whatever, who cares? So Casey Tron
But it does, see, that's the thing, Ethan, that's why it's so frustrating. No, this is legitimately why it's so frustrating, because we have like proof and all this shit that, like, yeah, bro, or at least, like, yo, if not direct, like, yeah, we got all the signs to point to. Yeah, now you definitely did do all this type of shit, even though all the stuff with Creator Clash and all that type of shit, and her saying all the shit about Ethan's confirmed because we have clips, we're looking at them and all that shit, right? What really, I would assume, gets most heads like tight about this, or at least definitely for me, and probably for Ethan or whatever, no parasocial tip, is the factor of, like, yeah, it's the accountability thing. She'll never admit it. You could give her all the fucking proof in the world that she is wrong, that she fucked up these charity events, that she's an unsufferable bitch, all this shit, and she'll never actually be like, oh damn, maybe I am. I should probably change for the better. No, she'll continue to always keep doubling down, bro, and just make shit worse for herself. And that like infuriates me. It's like, yo, you're already fucked. Your rep is tanked. You might as well just admit you fucked up and try to do better. Why are you seeking in further? This is that narcissistic shit. Just admit to doing wrong, bro. Heads make mistakes. There is no such thing as a perfect human. Every human on the planet is a flawed individual in their own way, bruh. But you can always try to be the best version of yourself. Why not try to do that instead of just continuously making it worse? It's the ego. It's the ego.
Dehumanization that happens towards you as a woman and content creation is unreal. Men we work alongside are cheering Alligator Auschwitz. Oh, that's the... I think, okay. Is that a uniquely man thing? Affiliated with sex pests and... Oh, she's talking about like Destiny and Asmongold and stuff. And making jokes about children drowning? Okay. That's not me. That's none of those apply to me. None of them. So you're gonna have to try harder. Oh, and one of them's Jewish.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've
So
lost the plot.
yeah, we know. God forbid I react to a video everyone reacted to. Girl, you are gonna have to come to terms with the fact that that's not what happened.
Exactly.
Okay?
Like, yo, as much as you want to fucking misconstrue this shit, as much as you want to put out misinformation and lie about it, nah, bro. When you get into the court, you pop up in the courtroom, it's going straight legal. We're going on facts. That lying shit you do on Twitter ain't gonna work here.
Okay, and it's gonna happen. I think Casey Tron's gonna be the first one to settle because hers is so catastrophic.
She has,
it's catastrophic.
she has no other choice.
It's just
like,
it's remarkably bad. Anisa says it's insane. The witch burning is out of control. And it's so insane that it feels like it's somehow gotten worse. Like I don't remember it being this bad in 2014, but maybe I just have rose-colored glasses.
yeah, you fucking do, because it's not 2014 anymore. It's 2025.
We are like the elders of the streaming world now.
Oh my God, give me a break.
When we talk about burning the witch.
Yeah, is that?
You know the era where we used to burn the witch?
Yeah, tell me more.
That era never really stopped.
Oh no,
that era never really stopped. But
changed.
No, what do you mean?
Who was burning changed.
Well, but no, it's still women. It's still women.
It is.
Okay. Coconuts are not coconuts. That's the eggs. What was my nickname for him?
Yeah, boy.
The eggs of knowledge or whatever.
The eggs of knowledge.
He said coconuts in Barbados.
The omelet. What did you
omelet?
Yeah.
And in order to comprehend, you're gonna have to break some.
You fucking love preach, bro. Shout out Appa and preach.
You comprehend. In order to comprehend and to eat the omelet of knowledge, you're gonna need to break those
great?
eggshells.
Isn't that great? You got it, buddy. You nailed it. This is great. Anisa defends her husband challenge. Difficulty impossible. Ian's a very smart and capable person who made a 7 million viewed video he's proud of. I think it will be okay. That is
You just gotta laugh, bruh. You just gotta laugh. Very smart. His intelligence is your intelligence, because, again, how many times do I have to keep saying it, especially in this one episode alone, bruh. You formulate his thoughts, you finish his sentences. That means his level of intelligence is directly just yours. You're an idiot, so he's not smart. Capable person of what? I'll be asking this again, because you definitely were capable of running a fucking charity boxing event, and that is stamped in. Let's see. But you were capable of, not being able to disavow CPS, being called falsely. You definitely were capable of not doing that. Anyway. Who made a 7 million? You mean the content cop that was literally the worst one he ever dropped F- on the fucking tier list and quite literally destroyed y'all charity boxing event and fucked up y'all optics and his career for the rest of y'all lives? Yep. He'll be okay.
Girl.
Dope.
It's crazy. It's crazy. What does it matter how many views that video got? That's like saying, like, the O.J. Simpson chase got 100 million views.
Ratings were sick, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
the
it's like
ratings were
saying
insane.
Colleen's apology was good because it got
Huge
19,
viewership. She'll be fine.
huge.
Yeah, how many views does that have?
19 million.
It's probably not up anymore.
100%.
No, it's still
Take that
up.
video down.
Yo,
And yeah, listen.
Yo, her apology was so fucking bad with the fucking ukulele. Oh my god, bro. I love laughing about that shit.
And let's be real. It got that many views. Let's be real, Tom.
Oh, it's titled Hi.
It was about me. Let's be real. And the proof of that is the fact that when you post videos that aren't about me, nobody watches them.
Colleen's apology video has almost 20 million views.
Must be good.
Dude, she'll be fine.
She must be great.
Must be a great apology.
Crushing it.
She's very smart and capable. She'll be fine, Dan.
It's totally not like niggas literally make memes about her fucking apology and bring up the ukulele every time someone has to apologize for some shit. Nah.
So here's my thing, and then she
This has
responds.
2 million downvotes. Holy fuck.
Wow.
God, those were the best, weren't they? Those days, the toxic.
Oh.
The toxic.
What a fucking thing that
What
was.
did she call it?
Gossip train.
The gossip train,
It's
dude.
so long.
Made a fart
How long
joke.
ago was that?
That was
July 2023.
Wow.
Okay, it was only 2 years ago.
that's a long time.
It could have been worse. I was afraid it was gonna be like 5 years or something.
Oh, no shot.
Yeah.
Thank God it
Sometimes
was two.
that happens.
So anyway, here is me talking about this nice message I left her. She responds, "Hi, Ethan. The whole point is you are accusing me of things that my husband and or other people have done, which contradicts everything you wrote in this comment."
Holy fuck, bro. Holy fuck, bro. Like, it just baffles me looking back. Holy fuck, this woman is unsufferable as fuck. The whole point is you are accusing me of things that of things that my husband or other people have done. So correct me if I'm wrong. She was not the other half of the two heads that ran and was the top heads of the Creator Clash event. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. That wasn't her? Okay, word. Say no more. Fine, you know what? We have no exact direct proof or whatever that you were doing the content cops or you filmed them, you had associated. Yeah, that's complete fucking horseradish. But sure, let's use her level of logic, sure. You are taking the direct fault from the failure of CC2 and 3. I don't know what the hell this woman is talking about. She fucking tried it. She tried to do this shit earlier too, bro. Blame that shit on Real Good Touring. Nah, bro. The fuck? You're trying... Does she... Yo, y'all don't understand how fucking dumb she is. I'm sorry. Does she not realize that when she starts streaming again, when she goes live, almost every nigga in the chat is bringing this shit up? Almost every nigga. How long does she think this is gonna work? This can work on Twitter or whatever. This could work on the Reddit, the snarks. This not working when heads got free reigns to come in your stream and type Johns. This not working there. And it wasn't gonna be, oh, you gonna ban every motherfucker? Bro, come on, bro. You ban every motherfucker. Now you just back to 10 viewers. Like, bro, this...
Hope that helps.
So she's just got nothing. She's got nothing
She's
to
a
do
small
with this.
bean.
She's just a small bean. She's just a small bean.
I will not fucking shut up.
Hold on, I thought you were a small bean.
I will tweet the stupidest shit.
Clearly.
Okay, well that's proven true. Definitely.
As terrible as the Holocaust was,
Whoa!
obviously it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on people, gay people, handicaps, twins.
You forgetting someone?
They were obviously Jewish,
right?
Or they did it on Jewish people.
That's a take. So yeah, her point is like, I didn't do anything. Why aren't you talking to me, not Ian? And I think one of the best points I made, besides her just trying to sidestep any responsibility, which everybody knows is bullshit, is the fact that Ian's not saying anything. She is the face. She literally said, we're the face. She said, we. In her statement, she said, we are the face. We. Who's we?
I don't think
Ian and everybody else working there? Or you? We.
Like, bro, that show is pissing me off. I'm like, bro, I don't know what else was that supposed to mean? We are the faces. That means you and Ian. Because who else would the fuck we mean?
We. So and so he's not talking. He's not online. She's the one that's.
Oh no, wait. My fault. Yeah, I forgot. My bad. Yo, whatever you gotta remember. Like I always be saying, whatever works best for them in the moment is whatever it needs to be for them. So yeah, in this case, bro, that we just meant them, because by her logic, yo, whatever she wants to go for her in the moment, it is that. So yeah, my bad. We're wrong on that. Bullshit.
Engaging with me. Of course I'm going to talk to you, dipshit, moron, loser, incompetent fucking loser, weirdo.
Dipshit, moron, loser. Idiot,
numb
loser,
nuts,
dumbass.
nuts. So they're very numb. So you think it's okay to laugh at the skulls and defend the CPS call? That's waffle and pancakes thing, bud.
Wait, what?
What the fuck does that even mean? This is the waffle pancake thing, but what the fuck does that mean?
So I had a good response to this one. Is that AB? Is that? Oh, AB's getting snacks. What are you getting back there, AB?
Pretzel.
Pretzels?
Yeah.
Love pretzels.
Yeah, I can get it.
Yeah, so I'll bring up my response to that one. But in the meantime, why are y'all controlling your fighters and telling them who they can and can't talk to after you managed an event and after you've managed an event and you've dropped out? Y'all are weird as fuck. It was my job to communicate internally. Numbnuts. What?
Wait, like this actually caught me at a loss. Wait, hold on. Why are y'all controlling your fighters, telling them who they can and can't talk to after you can't manage an event and drop out? Y'all are fucking weird as fuck. Listen, Doug, you're right, but holy shit, I thought I couldn't grammar, my nigga. You can at all. I'm gonna need you to fix this shit up. Like, not to actually it, but like, nah, seriously, I might need to actually, because holy fuck, I almost had a stroke reading this shit. But anyway, she says, it was my job to communicate internally, numbnuts. You didn't communicate. And when you did, you fucked over your fighters. Yep. Truly just the peak levels of intelligence we're working with here.
What? I thought you had nothing to do with anything. You had nothing to do with anything. She wants all the credit and none of the responsibility. It truly...
Yep. No, that's to the T's what it is. Yes. All the credit, all the glaze, the validation, the gratification, and none of the negatives, none of the backlash. Pathetic. No accountability, y'all.
Is mind bending. Oh, here's my response.
Oh, this was the thing I was talking about when Ethan had the list, and then this was her fucking response. Holy fuck, this had me sent.
Because she responded to it. I said, sure. Oh, wait, I already read that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was your two responses.
Okay, so she said, what a pathetic list.
The list is pathetic, but you can't go against any argument made on it. You can't go against not one fucking argument. Hilarious. Let's keep going.
This is his justification for eternal harassment.
You have no idea what the fucking word eternal means. Quite literally none. Eternal means that shit has been happening since the very beginning and will keep going on until there is an end. And there will be no end because it's eternal. Yeah. Ethan has not been doing this little harassment campaign towards you fucking Yoko for eternity. So, yeah, let's cut that bullshit out. Next one.
Again, I can never harass you based on what you guys did that started this conflict. Eternal harassment? What is this fucking... It sounds biblical.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, she trying to bust out Bible verses. Let's get this shit out of here.
Eternal harassment? Sounds like a Diablo item. Privately discussing Zionism and showing up in my friend's Twitch chat. So I responded to...
Why are you... You know, no, I'm asking a question. Yeah, because Denim's is your friend. Why is your friend out here promoting and propagating people that are spreading around that, you know, again, Ethan apparently had dog shit all over his house and that his kids can react to Jardy and all this shit? Why the fuck do you want to be friends with someone doing that? Oh, wait. I think I know why.
Hold on. I had a good response to that one, AB. To this one. So she read this whole list of 10 different things that I meticulously, 14 pages, wrote out.
14 pages!
You know who's been really quiet on these copyright lawsuits? Dark Viper.
It's 14 pages.
The 14 pages guy.
Meticulously argued
I thought this was like his whole thing.
This is what he's been waiting for.
It's 14 pages.
Dark
You're
Viper.
Viper. You need to strike.
He is not Dark Viper. Where are you, buddy?
But I don't have time for that.
This is what you've been wanting.
Maybe he doesn't feel like supporting you because we spent like 3 years making fun of him all the time.
Okay, fine. Principles.
Just saying.
That
seems like a plausible explanation.
Yeah, it's plausible. The thing is, I would say it, but I think the way I wrote it is very funny. Danny, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it, Dan.
The way that you wrote your response?
Uh-huh.
Dan, chill. You know what I love? How you said, don't include any of my responses.
Yeah, no, you're right. But that's good because there's just a few that are good. So I responded, that's not what the list says. The list is right there. You can read it. You can't
Nah, well, I don't know. She might not have the intelligence enough for that.
lie about what's on the list because it's right there. Have you read it? It's right there.
No, she's read it. She's looked at the entire list. She just knows that, again, she's fucking boxed and that all that shit is true. And again, she doesn't want to take accountability because if she does, she has to acknowledge that she's wrong and a dumbass.
Again, this is like the willful, insane. These people just craft whatever reality they want, and then everybody in their orbit just it's augmented reality. It's like they're creating their own fake world.
They just eat it up every time.
I'm not going to read it. Fuck you.
It's hard to even combat because it's like this is not something that the human mind is even ready to contend with, because it's like if somebody's arguing with you and they go, the sky is orange, or the sky is purple. Okay, the sky is red.
I've seen the sky be all of those
sky
colors.
is
all of those colors that you just listed. I have seen skies
Literally the
those
opening of the Lion
green.
King,
The sky is green.
Northern Lights looks green.
Yeah, and
green.
exactly.
The Aurora Borealis. Thank you, Dan.
The sky.
What is the sky?
The sky
What's this scry?
is green.
There you go.
I can't think of a lot of colors.
Okay, how
the
about
sky
this?
can
Then?
be.
The ocean is red.
I've seen a
Red Sea.
red tide. My
I'm about to say where the Red Sea. Wait, hold on.
The red tide is.
The ocean is pink.
Shark attack, blood in the water. It's red.
All right, guys, let me just make my point.
Is that? All right, I give up.
That's like saying the sky is solid orange everywhere.
Hawaiian
That is
sunset.
not.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Y'all remember when the Canada wildfires was happening? Yo, the sky was orange. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, no, let me stop playing. But yeah, no, that jump was crazy. I do remember that shit, bro. I remember I had made like a fucking video when I was standing outside because of if y'all saw me and the boss's page, our background or whatever, we got like a field, like a fields like right next to us, bro. You know what I'm saying? They be growing crops. And like the way you could see it over the horizon, bro, that joint was wild. I'm like, yo, bro, it literally looks like Armageddon. Like,
it's not a real photo. There's no shot that's not edited.
Oh no!
You think the world looks like that, Dan?
I've seen the world like that.
You catch it at the right angle.
It looked like it kind of got like a little bit of a pink filter on it. I don't like, y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, look, if you look down here on the sand, like the sand looks more like pinkish. And obviously, like, yo, we know it's because of like, you know, the way the sky is, but like, it don't even look like the sand going more yellow.
It's reflecting that pink sky from the sunrise. I think it could happen. Yeah.
Dude, the sky was like that last night.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. It was beautiful.
He's not even joking.
It absolutely was not.
It was. I was there.
The sky's always like that to me.
Yo, imagine it was raining.
I want you to take a picture.
That's really bad funny.
Really? Maybe you did, then show me.
I don't want
If you did, then show me. Oh, really?
Crimson Tide, that's great.
this out.
Gene Hackman, rest in
He
peace.
said, yo, why you gatekeeping? Why you gatekeeping? Like, nah.
Here's a red C for you. Crimson Tide.
No,
that's just an art. That's
Gene
just
Hackman, Denzel Washington.
It's just a poster.
University of Alabama.
That ocean looks pretty red.
How about the Hunt for Red October? Huh?
What does that have to do with?
How
the
about Das
ocean?
Boot? That's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's just
Red
now you
Dawn?
just read. That's just red in the title.
Yeah.
Well, Das Boot doesn't have red in the title, and that's also a great movie.
Rudolph.
Okay, are you citing Das Boot as evidence?
I don't know. I just thought we were talking about submarine movies.
Or red stuff. Apple.
Apple.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys accuse me
My
of
shirt.
making the show unwatchable.
He was like, yo, yeah, y'all be saying I just be on bullshit. Alright. Like,
You guys want to have a chat about red apples?
Well, you got a problem with red? What are you?
Do you like red apples, Olivia?
hello, AV just pressed. Hey, man, you got a problem with apples? Like, like what? Like,
I like them apples. Yeah, I do.
I like green apples more.
nah, how about them apples?
Me too, Dan.
Yeah,
Great
really?
point. Yes.
I'm a big green apple guy.
Yep.
Facts. Yo, Granny Smith apples. Bro, that's top tier. I'm gonna keep it up, like, yo, Granny Smiths. Oh, I would do anything for a Granny Smith. I ain't gonna lie. Eats in general. I know Trilly. Big back. Eats is definitely one of the ways of Trilly's hearts. You already know. I ain't gonna lie. But a Granny Smith, ooh, it must be getting sensual.
What about you, AB?
What is this, love?
Yeah, I like green.
Oh yeah, see, this is the photo I was talking about.
Wow.
Love and I were hanging out.
Oh, really?
Beautiful.
Took this one.
That's so cute.
I want to hang this on my wall.
There's all kinds of colors
All right,
in
let
that
me say
sky.
this.
My goodness,
you know how
yellows,
let me make-
oranges.
thank you. I'll clarify. You know how when you look up on a clear day and the sky is blue?
No.
Never seen it.
You know how when you look at the sky and it's blue?
Nah.
Well,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
so imagine if you could for a minute.
Okay.
Somebody being like, no, that's red. And you say, well, no, it's blue. And they said, no, it's red. And then all these people come up and they're like, no, he's right, it's red. And you're standing there, you're just one person. And all this horde of people, it's like, no, that's red.
Then I'm gonna be the dumb nigga in the group. Because I'm sorry, bro. If I'm bro, this is the same shit. There was a social experiment with this. I remember they did this shit. It was like this game show shit where like they were trying to see if heads would like conform to like what people are generally doing. So like it was literally like in this case within the game show shit, they were having people answer multiple choice questions and everybody was saying the same answer that was a wrong answer and they were testing on this woman and she still answered her question like correctly or whatever. I'm pretty sure. And like it goes to show she beat like obviously conforming to like the not society norms but like conforming to like a group, you know what I'm saying, like agreeing with the group. Nah, I'm sorry, if I look up and the sky is blue and these niggas are talking about it's red, then I guess y'all niggas must have different eyes, different perceptions because that shit is blue. What the fuck are we sitting here talking about? It's like the same thing. It's like, yo, if niggas say, if a group of niggas come up and say 2 + 2 is 5, yo, just because all these niggas are saying this shit, are you gonna sit here and say 2 + 2 is 5? Nigga, no. 2 + 2 is 4. Fuck. Like,
I'm trying to picture a blue sky.
Oh my god, you guys. Just
Well, first of all, I would be worried that something had gone, and maybe I have a detached retina like your father, and that I maybe need some sort of
Like your
medical
father.
procedure because I'm clearly seeing the colors differently than these people. And on the other hand, too, it's like
that's what I'm saying. I'm on that tip with Dan. I'm like, bro, maybe y'all niggas tripping or maybe my shit wrong, but I'm seeing the sky as blue, so I don't know. Like,
what if they're all colorblind, and then are you?
this is like that same shit with that dress. Y'all remember the fucking dress? Is it blue or black or white and gold? It's bro, the shit was blue and fucking blue and black, by the way. But like, yeah, it's like that same shit. It's like, my nigga, nah, bro. Stamped in.
Being ableist for calling them out,
like Logan
what if
Paul.
they?
It's not ableist. They just gotta.
Yeah,
They have to
Ethan's
stay in
done
their
it
lane. It's like, can you see colors?
What if they
it
not?
wouldn't
Come
be his
to
first
listen
time.
to me.
He did it
'cause I
before.
can see shit.
He was ableist
Losers.
before with his old buddy iDubbbz when they called out Logan Paul for being colorblind. Yeah, fucking ableist, both of you.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, you've called out someone before for being colorblind.
Yeah, and I still have a problem with those people because they're coming up trying to tell me the sky is red when it's obviously blue.
These glasses problem with colorblind life.
My mom is colorblind.
Really?
My mom's
Really?
a
That's
strawberry.
super rare in women.
Yeah, I know.
This almost doesn't happen to women ever.
Should I tell her what you were saying about her today?
Ethan, I'm gonna let her know that you subbed her.
What did I say?
All kinds of nasty shit.
You don't like the colorblind.
You don't
said.
like-
I tell
I'm
you that
not-
the sky
You don't
is.
care for the colorblind.
Ask
He
her
doesn't
what.
care as long as
Okay,
I'm playing
ask her
dead.
what color the sky is. I'm sure your mother, who's color challenged, will tell you.
Okay, for sure. Can't wait.
Imagine Olivia come back. She said the sky was green.
The editor who helps me with my videos is colorblind, and he always fucks up the color correction on the video.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I hope he just comes
no.
here.
Yeah.
Do you chew him out? Dude, the colors are wrong.
Yeah,
Get
of
it
course,
together.
Of course, get it the fuck together. He uses ChatGPT to get a color hue corrector to
That's
get
smart.
around it. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's pretty cool.
I didn't even know ChatGPT could do that shit.
You know, Stevie Wonder is also blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not
Ray
gonna
Charles.
cut. And Stevie
Did
Wonder.
you know that Ray Charles also was blind?
They both
Isn't that
played the
wild?
piano,
Two of the
too.
greatest musicians of the
they're
20th
great.
century.
You know what? They're also considerate enough not to walk up to me and lie about the color of something because they're blind
You know-
and we both know it.
While we're talking about it, Stevie Wonder's actually Michael Jackson's cousin.
No shot.
Yeah.
No,
No
Yeah.
shot.
no
Yeah.
shot.
Cousin, what? How?
Bro, I'm not looking that up because it would be dumb as shit to fall for that. I do not believe that.
Let many layers a cousin.
I had someone who would lie always
First
in elementary
cousin?
school. And she said that she was related to both
I
of
don't
them, and I
think
always
so.
was like, "There's no shot."
Wait, that could be
true.
Wow.
No,
be
there's
totally
no.
I'm not, bro. Yo, why the fuck did AB just say that? Because now I really want to look that up, and I know I'm gonna look dumb as shit.
Shot.
Wait, are they
She lied
first
about a lot of
cousins?
stuff.
I don't think first cousins.
Then I don't buy it. There's no
Stevie Wonder from
There's
Detroit.
nothing after first cousins.
Is he from Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No way.
No way.
No way.
Wow, you just blew my fucking mind.
You guys, okay.
Michael
Also
Jackson
that,
started in Detroit.
the actress Rashida Jones from like The Office
Yeah.
and Parks and Rec is Quincy
Jones.
daughter.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
You know Rashida Tlaib is
All right,
from
you guys,
Detroit?
I would like to do the show now.
Nora
please.
Jones is Rabbi Shankar's daughter.
Thank you very much.
Nora
way.
Jones.
I love how everybody's just chatting. Yo, Ethan's sitting there. Yo, we supposed to be ripping Anisa a new ass. Alright, I'll wait. Like, yeah, that shit is hilarious as fuck.
Nora Jones is
No way. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, true.
Grant Stephan's a
They're
Jew.
third cousins.
All right, Anisa. Clips of Anisa saying we don't regret it. I saw that. Old clip of Anisa talking about her problem with the boxing events. Oh, this is good too. This guy Beazel's on his shit, man. He's like,
I can't even talk. Pope Diorio always be talking about Beezos and like shouting him out. Yeah, now Beezos be coming in with the fucking clips and the real enders. I ain't gonna hold you.
he's like Yeet, but only dedicated to items in Anisa.
About boxing events in the past is that
third
it's
cousin.
rich assholes betting their money to make money to like have people.
Take that hat off, you fucking scumbag. Just wearing Teddy Fresh.
This is a video from several years ago. You can't interact with it.
Oh.
Question.
Take it off.
Got your hat.
that are struggling to like make.
You know, can I say something though? Just look how dumb he is. We should have known. Look how dull he is. His brain is empty. It's just imagine like a can just tumbling down, an empty tin can tumbling.
Yo, when I get the new soundboard, I'm gonna get the new Steam Deck, bro. I'm so putting that sound in it. Doom, doom.
Tumbling down a slope.
It's rich assholes betting their
That's what's
money to
happening.
make money.
Hello?
Yeah, he doesn't even look real. Like, yo, there's actually nothing going on in this nigga's mind. That shit is, bro, that's honestly astonishing, dude.
To like have people that are struggling to
Hello?
like make ends meet and pay rent. Watch them do it.
I genuinely believe, like, if in this moment, if you snapped in this nigga's face, like, if he wouldn't even react. Holy shit, like, yo, she really has this nigga drooling on himself. She done made this nigga so fucking stupid. You know what? We can't keep shelving all the blame on Yoko. We have to remember, he willingly put himself in the cuck chair. God damn it, isn't that just great?
it, and then they'll go home and like have a lot of money.
He's so dumb. Anyway, I actually want to watch the clip though, but that was important to point out.
Yeah. I think what really made me mad about boxing events in the past is that it's rich assholes betting their money to make money to like have people that are struggling to like make ends meet and pay rent. Watch them do it, and then they'll go home and like have a lot of money.
And the fighters
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I was digging.
are exploited too, like
Yes. Usually, yeah, but
it sucks. I put my heart into this. I got freaking beat hard this year, harder than I ever had. And I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna train like a freaking professional. Keep my head down.
Hey, baby girl.
Hey, baby girl, I know you're so desperate for any crumbs from me, so here's a really big piece of fuck you.
It's crazy, man. So Ethan's on them targeted harassment campaigns, huh? Crazy. Look at the shit you're saying.
We are not financially tied to this event, and even if
But you seem to know a lot about the inside communications and shit going on. Meanwhile, you were leaving it? You pussyfooted away?
If we were, we had structured it to protect us and the charity. There's no charity. Of course you're protecting. If you're protecting them from what? You have no power over us. You're just an asshole.
And you're an insufferable bitch. So I guess, shit's tough.
Yeah.
Avoid this drama, and now here I am, screwed.
Also, I just want to say, like, we don't regret it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, at some point, Ian, you have to tell her ass to speak for her damn self, bro. Like, he will be constantly forever just tanking your PR, and it's already well below zero, bro. Like, oh my God.
I just want to make that very clear. Like, this,
it's clear.
Stepping away from the company is not because we regret what we've done. We needed to do what we did. I'm very proud of what you've done. I'm very proud of.
Don't say it.
I am too. Like, I think what really made me mad.
They're very proud, guys. Let's give it up. A round of applause. They protected themselves financially.
Yeah, look out for number one always.
They have absolutely not fucked over the fighters.
No.
Definitely did that.
They have not done this to benefit themselves financially
100% did that. 34% profit.
in any way. What a great clip that was. Beazle, everybody. Hundar, another fighter, and your first opponent, right? Great guy, super nice guy. He was on the show, actually.
Great guy.
He responded to the post that Creator Clash was canceled. He said, "My condolences to the fighters. I'm familiar with the disappointment of sacrificing your time and body." Oh, he's the second one.
He was in both of them.
Oh, he's in both.
He fought my cousin Myth. Second time.
Holy shit. Yeah, I read the second part. Holy fuck. I started reading that.
I'm familiar with the disappointment of sacrificing your time and body for effectively nothing when you thought you were doing some good. Should have taken CC out back and put a mercy bullet in its brain after year 2. If this
Holy fuck. Like, that's not the craziest thing, but I was just like, damn, when I read that show, I was like, whoa. But, needless to say. Yeah, put it out of its misery. Definitely need to be put out of its misery.
This was how it was going to be run again. And by that, I definitely do mean the professional event company involved with the decision and not just the obvious suspects. That is definitely a shot taken at real good touring. Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps, who, by the way, I believe needs to be pressured into fully opening up about this. Because
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I just want these niggas to crack the books, bro. Y'all got the books. Y'all have to have the books from the old events. Crack them shits immediately, because that I've been saying it for the longest. They crack the books, bro. Yoko, delete every fucking social media you have. If they ever open up a CC2 book, just off the grid. You have to go off the grid.
they are getting shit on big time, and either they're totally complicit or they need to explain how it's not their fault. Straight up.
Well, how does this not affect their business? Their touring company? I mean, do they do other big tours?
Owners.
I mean, but the point is, they're doing other events in the future, correct? With
I don't,
or they just did this.
I think that I don't know. I assume they just
did other stuff. They did other stuff, yeah.
So it's not a good look, you know, if you don't.
I about to say, I feel something that where obviously this is kind of the same thing that Mike was saying in regards to Ian. Like, yo, Ian, if you don't train and look fucking terrible and all that shit, it's gonna look bad at me because I'm a boxing coach. They would immediately perceive that, yo, your coach wasn't training you or some shit. So in this job for real good touring, yo, bro. Y'all supposed to be this touring company throwing these events, all this good jazz. Bro, y'all was running this charity event 3 times in a row. 2 of them completely bombed and failed and didn't donate anything to charity at all whatsoever. That's going to look bad for future prospects looking at y'all touring company. It's like, yo, aren't y'all supposed to be the bulls behind it, the production team? Why did this shit go so bad on the back end and the front end? Like, bro. Oh my God.
Hell no. Yeah, hell no. Well, the only way when they talk about it was like, we're taking over, guys. It's going to be a smooth sailing from here. And then 2 weeks, they're like, no, this shit's fucked.
Are they proud of themselves?
They didn't say that, at least. I don't think.
Maybe.
At least it will be a relief to stop getting angry about this. Jesus, man. Poor Hundar. He actually had a second comment about it from today, I believe. And once again, this is a fighter who was in 2 of them. My biceps do work. What was this in response to? Can we have your take on CC3 situation? Hope your arm works again. My bicep does work, even if it looks mangled. Thanks. My take is that every time I look at it, I remember that the charity I was repping received no money, and that my year without the full use of my arm benefited no one, and that the same team had the gall to make CC3 even worse. That is...
It's like a stake right in the heart. a stake right through the heart, boy. Jeez. He just ripped them a new. Yeah, but nah. It's like the same thing I was saying with Dad. I could feel his sentiment. It's like, yeah, we did all this shit for dead ass nothing. The charity I fought for got no cheese. My fucking body got beat to shit for nothing, to gain nothing. And then these motherfuckers did it again, and then that shit just ended up getting fucking wrapped. Oh yeah, nah. I know he's pissed. Who could blame him? Everyone in this situation would be pissed as fuck.
Absolutely correct. These people had the balls, after losing $250,000, to do it again. He is so fucking on the money there.
That's what I'm saying. I mentioned it earlier. Pope Diarra said, after CC2, I don't know who the fuck looked at Ian and Anisa and was like, yeah, you motherfuckers should run it back once more. What the fuck is right, bro?
He is so on the money, Hundar. And this, by the way, this is a nice fucking dude. This isn't a dude who talks shit or speaks ill on anyone, not that I've seen.
Yeah, he's very nice. I always say, if I could lose to anyone, I was glad it was him. Dad, I wasn't so happy about, but God bless him.
So there's all that, and I love how she gets on the socialist stream and acts like, I'm for the people, guys. And then meanwhile, behind the scenes, fucks everybody over, tries to slice off 34% for themselves, and then abdicates all responsibility on, quote, everybody else, or I wasn't involved, why aren't you blaming my husband?
Didn't she in this clip just say like she was ripping what boxer promoters? I wasn't sure who she was ripping about, ripping off fighters and just looking out for themselves and getting rich while they pummeled themselves.
Yes.
Didn't she do that?
Cell phone. Complete cell phone.
Exactly fucking same thing?
Exact same thing.
Yeah.
Does she not see the irony there?
No, she didn't.
No,
She's very
no, she doesn't. That's what everyone is trying to say. Like, yo, she doesn't want to take accountability. She will completely goalpost shift the blame onto other people. Just, oh my God. Like, yo, again, the ego, the narcissism, it will not allow her to. She'll never feel as though she's ever in the wrong with any situation ever in her life.
proud of herself.
She got a lot to be proud of.
She's very proud of herself. They've done a lot of good. By the way, she said that after they'd stepped away. Chris Raygun, who, by the way, is friends with Anisa, had this to say about the event.
Yeah, because she wanted to fuck that nigga in the past, yeah.
A former fighter, or what current, was he going to fight in this one?
I don't think he was fighting in this one, but he was at the charity event.
He was in the second one, I think. Sad, but not surprising. My heart goes out to all the fighters. I know how much work it takes to train for this stuff. I especially know what a curveball in the 11th hour feels like. You all deserve better. It's a shame that something started so fun and promising turned out so sour. Considering you were arguably in top 3 people fucked over by this event, I'm impressed you're still able to be so charitable. Chris said, the first event really was a special thing. I wouldn't have signed up for the second one if I didn't firmly believe that. The second one is when it started to fall apart, very poorly managed, and the third one is just a shit show.
Yeah, nah, honestly, Chris Raygun put it to the T's. The first one was special. Y'all raised $1.3 million for charity. Excellent. You know what I'm saying? Second one, going into that, boy, obviously coming off that first job, maybe it won't be as good or whatever, or not even to that, because the way that Yoko and Soidas were thinking about it, they was about to be even fucking better, even some crazier shit off of one, so... Yeah, but even thinking on a real sense, even if it's not as good, it's like, okay, word, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be at least more like the same first John. Yeah, that was a no-no. That was nah. Yeah, lost 250K. We gonna see that later. Third one, oh, why? Again, Pope Diario, John, why? Who even gave them the good graces to tell them to do this shit again? Who would even allow them? Like,
and I believe he was a Froggy Fresh's opponent, which is how he got fucked in the second one.
Got it. Oh yeah, and they made him fight someone who was like 5 inches taller.
Right. Yeah, he had a
the William Haynes dude. Yeah.
Fight William. Yeah, William took Froggy's place.
I remember them being like, dude, mismatched boxing is so irresponsible. They have crazy matchups. It's dangerous. And they put Chris Raygun, who's like 5'2". I don't know. Sorry if you're taller than that. 5'2" against someone who's like literally 6.
Now he's around that height because Froggy Fresh is like 5'1", 5'2" himself. So obviously it was supposed to be like the box of the dwarves. The box of the dwarves. I gotta go with you. Not making fun of anybody who's short, but like, yeah, like obviously they're in the same range because that's how most boxing fights are supposed to be. Like people that are in like the same weight class and stuff like that have like relatively similar builds.
6 inches taller and weighs like 100 pounds more.
What?
Yeah, no, it was insane. It was super fucked up. He had 0% chance of winning that. Not only that, but like it's embarrassing to lose, and it's not even his fault. You know?
Froggy!
So once again, Anisa, is this the chorus of incel ugly losers you were talking about? Because it seems to be a lot of people, including fighters and people close to the event, that are agreeing. So when you say it's
that they got fucked,
ugly incel losers, are you talking about Chris Raygun? Are you talking about Hundar? Are you talking about Freddie Wang? Freddie
Wong? Yeah.
Wong? Are you talking about Harley? You know? Who are we talking about here? Oh, yeah, so Chris Reagan's 5'5", and he fought someone who was 5'10". That's crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that was really fucked up.
I saw one fight where they made this dad fight his son.
That's kind of.
And he was
Dude, that was
wailing
heart-
on him.
that was
Like he was
heartbreaking.
fucking his son
The
up.
dad was beating
It
up
was
the
so
son?
sad.
It was
so
heart-wrenching.
sad.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't get more shit for that.
Oh, why does it lie?
Do you know what we're talking about?
No, I just think it's an
No,
awesome
that's a
visual.
classic
We should-
meme.
yeah, you can show Tom. It's so good.
That's awesome.
I'll find it.
Dad, you know Dad, the guy we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So he fought a guy named
Who did he fight? I just know this clip has to do with that thing with Joe Rogan.
Matt Watson.
Matt Watson, who's a younger guy. He's tall and very skinny.
So not his real son.
And he didn't train at all.
Okay.
No, it's not his real son. Of course not. They don't even look alike.
That would have been awesome though.
So Dad is like 40 and he's probably in his mid-20s or something.
You got the clip.
So here, Joe Rogan, for some reason, came across this clip. Dude, this just goes to show how bad they fucked it up. Joe Rogan was talking about your event. Joe Rogan was talking about your event.
Like you could easily, like Joe Rogan has like the biggest, like if one of the biggest, if not the biggest podcast in the fucking world. It's like, yo, this is shit you have to fucking capitalize on, especially when you could use it as a really big promotion piece for your event. But nope. You gotta remember, there's fucking idiots running that shit, or that were running that shit.
The reason, and because of Dad.
Yep.
The reason that this third one is a colossal failure and the reason that this IP is completely crashed is the mismanagement of the second one, the catastrophe, the massive loss of money, the overspending, the extravagant spending, the flying out all your friends. By the way, they have not denied flying out Hassan Denham's.
Thank you. Please keep mentioning that. Said fucking flew out 300 creators when it was on an interview with Mike and Kate. Again, shout out them. But yeah, they flew out like 300 different creators. Niggas like Hassan, again, Denham's, Frogan. Like, bro, what the fuck? There is no way. And that's what I'm saying. I can shelve out on Real Good Touring for that a little bit because I'm sure if those motherfuckers had to make that express decision, are we going to fly out these creators or not? I'm sure those niggas would have said nah. But, like, did they though? Nope. Because they had, unfortunately, two bosses that really wanted these niggas there. Just really needed them there. Ridiculous.
Frogan and all these fucking people out to the event. They have not denied it. In fact, I even asked, were they flown first class? Were they flown business? She didn't answer that.
And the trainers weren't flown out, right? With the fighters, people weren't.
I think
No,
they were.
the trainers were paid for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're reimbursed.
Anyway, here's Joe Rogan watching.
I grew up without my dad. So for me, I was like, oh, his dad was probably an asshole. His dad was probably jealous. His dad was probably just some terrible. There's terrible people that fuck people and have kids. Murderers, monsters, thieves, con artists. They fuck people and have kids, and then they have a son. I saw a video today of a boxing match between a father and a son. It made me so sad.
What?
It made me so sad. Because there's this young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18, and the father's 42.
Yo, they got Joe Rogan clip chipped as fuck. Oh
And the father beats the shit out of him. I mean, like, bangs him in the head and keeps punching him. I'm like, that's your son. That's your son.
That was not his son.
And we're watching you beat your son up. Because I get your son probably got cocky with you, and he celebrates after he knocks his son out. It made me so sad. Because first of all, I'm like, that kid has brain damage now, 100%. Maybe it's just a little. Maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he'll get
He's got brain damage now. Maybe just a little.
over it.
Like, what?
You
That he
fucked him
got
up.
brain damage.
That can happen too. He might be
Writing
depressed from
stories.
now
Hold on,
on.
there's a really funny edit where they spliced in the footage of him getting his ass beat with some like sad music and Joe talking.
I've seen that
It's
version.
masterful.
In the clip, though, Jamie pulls up the clip eventually to debunk it.
It might fuck up his pituitary gland. It happens to
The
people.
pituitary gland.
And you
Hold
just
on,
did.
if I go to Super Mega, this has to be the top post of all time. I'm betting my life on. Or no, I'm not going to bet my life. Okay, I'll take that back. I'm not going to kill myself. But let's bet. I'll bet $10 on it. But
I'll take that bet. I don't.
Would you
think it
die
is.
for me?
I was wrong. I'm not paying anybody $10. You're gonna have to get that over my cold dead body.
Fuck.
How's that not number one?
I think
you found it, Olive. Thank you. This is one of the best things ever. This was, yeah.
I saw a video
Give us
today
this.
of a boxing match between a father and a son. It made me so sad. It made me so sad. Because there's this young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18.
Says
And
daddy?
the father's 42. And the father beats the shit out of him. I mean, like, dings him in the head and keeps punching him. I'm like, that's your son.
Nah, you knocked the fuck out of him on that one left hook. Damn.
That's your son. And we're watching you beat your son up. Because I get your son probably got cocky with you, and he celebrates after he knocks his son out. It made me so sad. Because first of all, I'm like, that kid has brain damage now, 100%. Maybe it's just a little. Maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he'll get over it. But maybe you fucked him up. That can happen too. He might be depressed from now on after that. He might fuck up his pituitary gland. It happens to people. And you just did that to your son. You're supposed to like touch him up. You're supposed to not even hurt him. Like slam him in the body a little bit. Like, you think he can fight? Okay, good dude. Yeah, let's have a little boxing match. You don't
This is the most hilarious shit ever, bro.
tee off on your son's face on television. It's crazy.
How
old is the kid?
Kid looks young. To me, he looks like, he could be 20. He could be 19. He looks young. He's real skinny. And the father's kind of jacked. Not too jacked.
No, hold on. I was trying to look at what
He could be 20. He could be 19. He looks young. He's real skinny. And the father's kind of jacked.
Does this shit say daddy? Oh, yeah, nah. Hey, yo.
Not too jacked, but, he's fit. And he can fucking punch. He knows how to box.
Holy fuck. Even I saw that.
Father's kind of jacked.
God
Not too
damn.
jacked, but, he's fit. And he can fucking punch. He knows how to box. And the son doesn't even get any
Oh my god, Matt.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, even I was like, damn. Like, yo, that one left hook, yo, he hit him. Yo, dad hit him right on the fucking chin. He said, oh, god damn. Hold on, I gotta see that shit one more time.
Oh, he's fit. And he can fucking punch.
Oh, damn. Now I look like he got punched in the cock. Wait, hold on.
Real skinny.
Hold on, I gotta
And
see
the
this
father's
shit.
kind of jacked. Not too jacked, but,
Bing. Yeah, that shit hurt.
he's fit. And he can
Ooh.
fucking punch.
Okay, now he got him in his side. I thought he punched him right in the fucking dick. I'm like, damn.
He knows how to box. And the son doesn't even get any
Oh my god, Matt goes back like a
I don't
Dragon
know
Ball Z
what
character.
the thing was. Like, someone sent it
Yo, dad was wilding on his
to me. And they were like cheering that this old guy knocked his son out. I was like, you guys are crazy. You failed. You failed as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not it.
Is he wearing earrings? How the fuck are you wearing earrings during boxing?
You guys are crazy. You failed.
Oh yeah, he's fucking crazy. There's no way I'm about to let a nigga punch me in the fucking face. I'm wearing earrings. That shit about to go right into my head. Like, fuck.
You failed as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not publishing.
Oh, why does it lie?
Yeah, he finally realized, he's like, oh shit.
Father knocks out son.
Father knocks out son in celebrity boxing match.
This was like a YouTuber thing. This guy's a YouTuber.
idiot.
He's a YouTuber.
I'm such a sucker.
I wish that he held that energy.
Most important, he held that in his heart. Yeah.
He had a moment of
this Philly
clarity
D.
there. And
That's where the why does it lie come from.
That was
Philly D. Wait,
Philly D drop, bro.
That was Philly.
What, Philly
They're
D?
back.
Oh, you guys want to watch Philly D? Yeah. We should just start watching
Like Philip DeFranco?
Philly D.
Yeah, let's.
Actually, this is the interview from the morning. He dropped a new one like 10, 20 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, let's go.
He
to
did
that
two.
one.
He's doing two now.
Yeah, he's doing two first. Look at that.
Is it? It's like that, huh, Phil?
Juicing. Shout out.
Take a look. Phil did 5 hours ago, and I see that's what I truly believe, and especially with the top. Now that there's top shows on YouTube out, that we need to start doing 2 shows a day.
Oh God.
Well, why don't we just split the episodes?
Actually, I don't think it matters because it's watch time.
I was about to say, that's the main thing. If people are just obviously within, like, you got good audience retention and people are, like, staying on your videos and how long they watch, like, that's the main thing.
How about you do a show in the morning at your house, and then you come in and do the show
Like a
with us?
pre-show.
I think we just need to either do them longer or every day, Dan.
Well, let's do all.
Yo, Dan said, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I need to have a life. This shit crazy, like, yo, his face immediately, oh, what? Like,
all of the week's episodes in
he
one
said,
day.
I'll be damned, nigga. Bro, I gotta hear you fucking cut Anisa a new asshole every day. There's no way in hell. Yeah, that
Hey, how about that?
Oh.
So we do 4 episodes on Monday.
In one
and then-
day, and
Like a
just
soap
take the rest of
opera.
the week off. Now we're
That's some fucking TTE shit where you watch like 4-hour-long videos in one day. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Slippy! Lovely.
talking.
No, that doesn't help. That's the same amount of watch time.
Exactly.
Okay,
So why
but
not
let's
just
work.
I want more watch time, like Phil.
We'll do double shows. Like I said, you go.
Phil's
start
videos
in
are
the
like
morning.
15 minutes long. We do 3.5 hours a day.
I was about to say, weird, like his video was like, I saw the other one was like 33 minutes. Yo, this boy is I'm blocking it. This boy is 3 hours and 33 minutes. I'm like, bro, what?
Longer.
Doesn't matter. He would have to do like 30
Longer, more
episodes to
content.
match the amount of watch time we have.
That's why he's not on the list.
Ooh, ouch.
Let's just leave a black
He's also on
square
a
at the
podcast.
end.
Yeah, why don't we just, we can
anyway,
just keep it streaming on the Thanks for Watching.
Guys, listen, the truth is that we were on break. we probably dropped down on that list pretty hard. So we need to do good. We need to push hard. We need you guys to watch. We need you guys to keep the show open. Okay? So that we can get back.
You all need to do your part out there.
It's true,
okay?
they do. You know, everybody looks to us like, oh, you're just there to entertain us. Who are you, Anisa? You got nothing to do with this? You got no part in this? What you watch.
Take some responsibility as a viewer.
Let's keep going. I'm almost
should take accountability.
done. This is actually going to end up being perfect timing. Alana Pierce, who appeared in the Creator Clash, is now under
Oh yeah, let's talk about Creator Clash. Yeah.
new ownership. video with Aaron Hansen and Ethan Nestor.
And she's not an owner. She was just speaking as one of the fighters.
She was getting a lot of shit, so I think it's important to clarify that for her because she's not involved at all. She was just trying to help them. It seems
Yeah,
like.
I think she was just gonna host, right? Like
Yeah, she was just. It's kind of. Aaron's like, you guys want to come take the brunt of this for me?
She's very sweet. She even offered to like spar with Lena and help with her training at one point.
She wanted to impress me. She's
Just as
offered
a friend,
15,000.
Yeah, I used to watch Funhouse, which she was a part of back in the day. So she's cool.
Anywho, here's what she said. So she's friends with them. So she, like, her saying anything negative is pretty nuts. Since people are asking, I never had anything to do with any facet of the actual event or business side of this. I was absolutely involved in zero discussion about this stuff. Had nothing to do with this decision, and definitely did not have any stake in the company. I don't know where that rumor came from. Well, I know where. Because you sat with Aaron during that.
I was about to say, yeah, that's probably the bad optics. Because I'm like, yo, if you again have nothing to do with the business side of this shit, then you have no point in being here.
Video. My involvement was really just trying to raise money for charity, which I'm still doing. I'm tentatively hoping to put together some kind of fighting game, as in an actual boxing or MMA game event in lieu of CC3, that I can still serve to raise money for Stand Up to Cancer. I'm not being paid for this in any capacity whatsoever. I'm literally just a volunteer trying to do charity work for an event that failed at this previously when I was a part of it. It doesn't sit right with me. I feel the need to try to right that wrong, even if I'm aware it wasn't the fault of any of the fighters. I am separately bummed that this year's fighters who had to train for this don't even get to have their fights. I cannot imagine how shitty that must feel. Yeah, I think it's important that people know not to give her shit. She's just trying to help. You know, she got fucked over like everyone else.
I just had a thought during that. She said she wants to do some sort of fighting game charity event. This is AB's time to shine. He can finally show off his Smash Brothers skills.
Do you think she... You want to have a
It's fucking AB's gone.
Stand up for cancer? Stand down for cancer.
AB is a very skilled Smash Brothers player.
Is he the champ?
In the inner office
I've never
champion, for
played
sure.
against AB yet, so.
You still haven't played against him?
No,
I'm better
scared.
than Nate. I'm sorry. That's the one game in my life I'm good at.
You're probably
Very
beat me.
good.
I don't play that much.
Very good.
realistically.
I'm very good.
Well, okay, so that's interesting. And then
Something to think
finally, here's a clip from iDubbbz from his second video. I think this was in a clip we saw already, but I'm going to pull it up again just
Wait
to
for
go
them
over
to
it.
blame us for their failed event.
Yeah, we
Don't
watched
worry,
this, but-
Ela. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it. Now,
Again, if they were to, it would be dumb. Considering, again, we know who messed this event all the way the fuck up. Jesus, bro.
Now with this recent...
Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Open this. Okay. I'm going to come out and say it. Ian's not going to be happy because he's been lying to you guys. He's been straight up lying, gaslighting, and
I think we need more transparency.
blaming Ethan, knowing it wasn't his fault. But I'm going to come out and be transparent. Ticket sales were abysmal. Not bad. They were abysmal. And we knew that, by the way. You look at the stadium, you see there's no seat, there's no sales.
They had grayed out the top part of the Emily Arena or whatever because, yeah, there were quite literally no ticket sales going on up there.
And they slowly started closing sections.
Mm-hmm.
They were abysmal. Before the content cop, promotion wasn't going how we hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted.
Revelated taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on
Play the
their
music.
failed event.
I don't think we can play the full thing.
Oh, shit.
He's highlighting this post that equates Creator Clash to a crypto rug pull. He's saying the...
I was more right than I knew.
Yeah, actually, that ended up being not a crypto rug pull necessarily, but the whole 34%.
Just fraud, financial fraud.
Yeah.
I'm not accusing them of fraud, by the way, just to make it clear. I don't know. They did
event
fraud.
is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event.
It's funny how he's like, look at these idiots and their dumb idiot points, and like everything came true. Okay, get ready to play for a second, Zach.
I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it. Now with this recent revelation that people are just going to...
They don't. The internet doesn't. Only fucking Hassan G boys and any motherfuckers that still are willing to glaze you and fucking Yoko up. Other than that, nah. Pretty much everyone thinks you fucking rat bastards and yeah, that you niggas are fucking assholes. Yeah.
I was expecting him to come a little earlier.
Oh, I thought you were going to cue me.
Oh,
You said
okay.
get ready to play.
Okay, I thought you could feel.
You wanna
it
try
out.
that
right
again?
At the end, yeah, right at the end when he goes, "Don't worry, guys, I'm not going to blame you for it." But I can't tell what the internet's going to do.
All right, let's try it
Can't
again.
wait
Yeah.
for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Ela. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash...
No, too early.
You said play it at that point though.
Too early.
Wait, okay, what's the cue?
Right, hold on.
Related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet.
Now. Let's try it from the top.
Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Ela. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually...
It was still a little early, Zach. But we have to move on.
I
Let's
thought
wrap
shoulders
up.
was the cue.
It was just a little bit
No,
early.
he asked for it after the next line, but it's really okay.
No, try it again.
We should move on.
Try it again.
I closed
Well,
it
just, if you're
already.
going to do it
I
again,
closed
just start
One
from
more time. One more time.
for the cue time. We don't need all the preamble.
No, it's done. I closed it. It's okay, Zach. It's okay. You've gotten almost everything right in your career.
Except that.
You've nailed everything up until this point.
Strike one.
Well, we've probably done a whole episode. Hey, we did when we did all.
Just about, yeah. And we've been going 3 hours and 28 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right there. Any quickies? Let's see here.
All right, so then I guess that be the end. You already know, man. Of course, that was. Gotta take the headphones off. My ears is freaking hurting, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta get some better Jones, bro. But I love my headphones. Anyway, that was a shocking Creator Clash update. iDubbbz and Anisa confess to everything. H3 show 163. Of course, we were checking out the segments. Anisa and Ian are not doing good. They are not. Also, Creator Clash Fighter speaks out. They indeed did. And then a little bit of the part of Anisa starts to blame Ian, which she has been blaming him their whole relationship. So, nothing new there. But of course, if you guys want to watch the OG live, that gets down in the description. Share first link, share the love, but of course, Ethan, everyone on the pod and the crew. You already know the H3 fam, as always. But yeah, final page again. Conjecture, it just Yoko. It's over, hun. That's it. It truly is over. After this spurg, and then you want to go stream, and I already know you're going to be spurging out going on that. It's done. It is. Other than that, though, like I said again, shout out Ethan, the whole crew, H3 fam, and I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.